A short bow?
Yeah.
Sure.
Here, can I use it as a rook for short bow?
Yeah.
Yeah, no problem. I mean, you can use it. Apparently, we're going to have a lot of archery in this group. Oh
Oh,
my
for
goodness.
me.
It's not a bad thing.
No, not a bad thing at all. All right, so a couple of first of all, a couple of house rules, and then a couple as far as like the way things work. First off, we are going to do group initiative because it just makes life easier. I normally work my way out from casters and then ranged into melee. Sometimes I'll let the melee go first, just because if you're already right at a target, it may not matter. But I like to try to work my way outward in. For aiming for old school combat, this is going to feel very familiar. It is, the combat system kind of works just like a D&D, or even, basic D&D. The classes, feel very much the same. I do allow for half movement and then inaction. For non-casters, that movement can become before or after your action. So if you drink a potion, fire a bow, whatever, you can either do your movement before or after. You cannot split that movement. There's no 10 feet before, 5 feet after. What else is there? You're not a caster, so your classic character's not a caster, so you don't have to worry about it. For my casters, and I think that's what's that? Calvin, whoever's playing Calvin, and I closed my OneNote, which was very, very silly of me. Actually, Chris, quick question: what did I say you got for experience last session? Because I forgot.
2,300.
2,300. Thank you.
50 gold.
In case anyone asks.
350 gold.
50 gold.
And 50 gold. Yeah, the 50 gold I remember. The 50 gold is kind of like the standard unless something is considered to be extremely dangerous. Casters, I've got... I opened one and then I closed again. So we've got a cleric, and that's our caster. It's a good thing that we have a lot of ranged use, because John, for your caster, you can either you can only move before the cast. Once you cast, you cannot move.
Okay.
And again, half your movement I allow cast. I don't like the idea of them being completely immobile as the rules is written.
All right.
Now for
Is
the
that-
siege engine. Okay, I'm sorry. What was that?
Sorry, does that count as well for my gnome spells?
Oh yes, because you're still well.
I assume it would, like, no movement afterwards.
Yeah. I mean, just to be fair, it's. I mean, granted, you got the three. Basically, they're 0 level cantrip type things.
Yeah.
So beyond that, so siege checks. The where it gets into modern mechanics is the siege engine is a D20 mechanic, which but the where other systems have like a middleman type thing with like perception and insight, acrobatics, and whatnot. Everything here is straight up attribute rolls. If I ask you for a certain check, you'll roll that. You'll roll d20. You'll add your modifier for that particular attribute, and unless I tell you otherwise, you'll add your level. Now, the part where unless I tell you otherwise is the way the game helps make classes shine and not get not everything be generic is certain class abilities are based on attributes as well. But in this game, we want you to try all the things. I don't want you're not looking at your character sheet saying, "Well, I don't have any abilities." There's no non-weapon proficiencies. So anything that you want to try, we'll find an attribute check for it. If there's a chance if there's a chance that check may get you killed. I mean, there's like a real say you want to jump off a cliff to try and catch a tree on the way down to land on a monster. It's something like really out there. I'll let you know that if you fail, there's a chance you're going to die or you're going to be very severely wounded. But otherwise, try the things. Do the heroic type stuff. We'll find we'll find a way to do it. But the only time you don't add your level is if you're trying to do another an explicit ability of another party member. When I ask you for that attribute check, the other thing I'm going to ask you is whether it's a primary or whether it's a prime attribute. Those should be marked off on your character sheet. If you're human, you'll have 3 of them. If you're non-human, you'll have 2. For the ranger, I don't like the fact that in the rulebook, strength is their primary attribute because they have no abilities that work off strength. Which I understand
for them as a fighter.
I understand that they were looking for the more Aragorn type ranger type thing, but you have to have some. You can't have a mechanic that has nothing to support it because what are you doing? I mean, it's useless to them. And unless you're human, you're basically going to be at a disadvantage against everybody else who doesn't have to worry about that type of thing, because I don't think any other class has more than 2 abilities that they need to worry about. So beyond that, and that's really saving throws. Again, saving throws are going to be an attribute check. You might have, depending on what race you are, you might have bonuses to that. So if I call for a certain save, make sure you check your racial bonuses and such to see whether or not you have, like, Amy, you're playing in Elf, so you've got all kinds of resistances to sleep and charm.
Okay, and I noticed that you've got the page numbers for the class abilities. I don't have the rule book, so I may ask if I don't know something, I may ask.
This is what happens.
I probably won't. It sounds similar enough to D&D. I shouldn't have a lot of problems.
Yeah, this is what happens when I start with pre-gens. That when I start with pre-gens and then modify the pre-gens instead of just making them all from scratch. So we are now live, and hello everyone. Welcome to session 6 for me anyway, and day 3 of Virtual Greyhawk Con. I am your host, Rob Phantom NJ, and this is the TTRPG Theater, and we are here running Agents of Almor. I have 4 out of 6 new players, 4 out of 6 new players for this weekend. 3 out of 6 new 3 out of 6 new characters for sure for this weekend. No, it's actually 4 out of 6 new characters. 3 out of 6. Yeah. Anyway, words are hard. We're winding down on the con. This is my last session before the closeout tonight, which, looking forward to hearing all that goodness. What was I going to say? Did I mention words are hard? While I'm trying to figure out what the hell I was going to say, why don't we start with introducing our characters? I will be calling for those of you who have, just basically starting off with me. I will most likely call you by your character's name, mostly because I can't trust myself to remember your name in a lot of cases. And we also had cases where we had a lot of people with the same name in the same game. I think we had 2 Chris's in like 3 out of my 6 sessions. So let's start with the most unusual, one of the more unusual characters you will come across, Sir Aiden, or Adon. I'm not sure how you wanted that pronounced.
Aiden is fine, sir.
Okay.
My name is Sir Aiden. I am a knight of the realm. Ignore my stature. Just because I'm a gnome does not make me any less capable than anybody else.
Um, and what would Sir Aiden happen to be riding?
So
'Cause-
Aiden happens to be riding a large, giant badger.
Because for a gnome, even a pony would be a little on the large side.
Yes, I had to find what would fit me, and that seemed to work best.
And you want to let everyone know who you are, just so.
My name is Brad. I've been playing Friday Night Crusades, which has been awesome. And I figured this is my first con game for Castles and Crusades, so I'm looking to have fun.
Excellent, excellent. And I love our. You apparently have a thing for knights because we've got our everybody's favorite half orc knight in Friday Night Crusades. Next up, we've got Naylina. Amy, you're muted.
Apologies, friends. My name is Nelina Xanthalir, but you may call me Lena if it suits you. I'm excited to join on this grand adventure and to aid the people of Almor.
Sweet. And I'll leave it up to you if you want to let people know who you are.
My name's Amy Crittenden. I go by Thelo Soldorian on the Cannon Fire Discord. I've been gaming since 1979. I also post some D&D content on TikTok. That's about it.
All right. Excellent. 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 Holy fail. Of course, of all the people to not have the stream muted, that would be me. Which, for some reason, it didn't go thing until I actually switched to the screen. That's great. This is a real professional operation I have going here, can't you tell? Calvin!
I'm Calvin, a cleric of St. Cuthbert, and I am here to kick ass in the name of my lord.
There we go.
But no, I'm John, or I go by Savage Splendor or Johnny Splendor online. I used to do some comic book art and stuff like that, but recently I just mostly play tabletop role-playing games. I've been playing for 38 years now, give or take.
A lot of long time players here. I love it. And next up, we've got Valindo.
Yes. So I'm Ewan, former editor of Visions of Greyhawk and the Greyhawk Grimoire, and I will be playing Valindo, the elf archer who had a little too much wine and signed up with these crazy adventurers.
Oops.
Yeah,
Oh.
that was how he got into the last adventure in this sort of continuity.
Nothing wrong with a little wine.
Yeah.
Hey, Touch of Evil. Hey, Kern. Good to see you both. Hey, Real Long Shot. Next up, we've got two players who, and they're probably sick of hearing this by now, because this will be the third or fifth time or fourth time. I don't even know. They seem to have been in all my games except one this weekend, which is awesome. You actually saved me work. But they did things in kind of reverse. They joined this campaign at GaryCon in person and then started playing online with me. So really, really, really cool. Minya.
Is it muted? Well, I'm Anya. Playing a halfling rogue, and I'm here for the fat boots and my bingo card of monsters from dungeons.
Nice. By the way, Minya, whatever you're doing with your sound right now, please keep it there. It's working. And last but certainly not least, Zygon.
Hey, I'm playing Zygon Stonefist, the Wise of the Dumathoin Monastery. Is a monk dwarf.
Nice.
He's collecting the knowledge.
And I know you're normally in Twitch, so what you want to let people know who you are on
Oh,
Twitch?
DM Chris 1972.
There we go. All right. So, in terms of the campaign is set in the Kingdom of Niron in the common year 624. It is some 40 years after the Greyhawk Wars have ended. Niron paid a heavy price during the war. First, under assault by the great kingdom of the Airdy, who completely overran Almor, basically obliterated everything in their path. The Nirandi's forces fought back, eventually pushed them back across their borders before strange things happened and the Overking disappeared. In the process, they ended up absorbing the prelacy of Almor because Almor could not support themselves. The leadership was gone. Most of the thing, and the people had nothing. However, the wars also had the side effect of almost bankrupting the kingdom. A long period of austerity came, which much to the anger and dismay of some of the local lords who managed to get the ear of King Archibald's younger son, Prince Seward. Seward is potentially believed to have poisoned his father. Anyway, the king fell ill. The older brother took the throne, Prince Illenward, and Seward, with the help of the lords, staged a coup. He briefly held power. Before that coup was overturned, and the young prince was executed. King Illenward ruled for I think about 25 years or so, until tragedy struck last year when the king and queen were assassinated by a coven of witches, who, after staging a jailbreak for one of them, one of the witches had been captured by members of the Sundered Shield in the very first adventure. To add to the fun, the witches have been the witches had been causing all kinds of issues in the Natmarsh, threatening the western border of southwestern border of Niron and the county of Eventide. One of the lords who had disappeared after the coup had been overturned, Lord Estward Ventros, also of the Eventide. Forces have been appearing and all kinds of signs of his return and possibly staging another rebellion against the new queen, Queen Archizai, Illenward's daughter, who also happens to be the niece of Jalarzi Salavarian, if you were watching yesterday, you might have seen. And just as of the last few days, those forces fighting in his name have taken the field. Both Zygon and Minya were actually witness to the remains of a massacre of Nirandi's forces that had been hunting a group of humanoids. The party that they were with were sent in search both of the Nirandi's forces and the humanoids. Ventress's forces scattered to the wind after the massacre. Meanwhile, in the Almorian Protectorate, things have not been going well. There's been a lot of unrest. There have been times where aid from the capital has been slow in coming. There has been times when aid has either been diverted or bandits roaming the land have taken the aid for themselves. Several times the order has been sent and found, been able to assist, but there's a large area of land, a lot of people, and they're being taken kind of for granted because their eastern border is still at risk. I mean, the Kingdom of Alyssa is maybe not quite as threatening, but no one trusts that peace to hold for long. You're because of the rumors of unrest, you are being sent to the town of Crestfall, where there's been strong word of not necessarily riots, but large vocal discontent regarding the crown. There, and there are concerns that there may be those who are trying to take advantage or stoke those flames. With that, we're actually we're gonna jump right into a map so you can see the town of Crestfall. And yeah, there we go. It's always nice when the map actually pops up for me. Right at the start. Let's do this. Whoop. Oh, I forgot one other housekeeping bit. We do use regular hero points and special hero points here. I don't use crit tables. For crits, we just do full damage. So whatever you're doing, if it crits, it's full damage. Everyone's going to start with 2 regular hero points and 1 special hero point. Just like in Jay's game, you can use your special hero point to change a 19 to a 20. You can use it to change my 20 to a 19 if you want. I'm not likely to be getting any special hero points of my own. And beyond that, regular hero points you use before you make your attack. It can be used for either the attack roll or for an attribute / saving throw. It cannot be used to modify, or it cannot be added to your damage rolls. So let's do this. Let me get your tokens on the map. There's Zygon. Valindo. I'm assuming Sir Aiden is going to be riding up front just so he doesn't get left behind and everyone can make sure that they don't leave him behind.
With my short legs, I really need to be riding, yes.
Elena is the one where my mouse pointer is now. Calvin, you're right below her. Then Minya, Zygon, and yeah, there we go. You know what I always forget to do? I always forget to populate the town with townspeople. I can't imagine. I'm just gonna ignore the fact that it looks like they're armed because I just need to. Yontarn, you are I appreciate you. There's a. Oh man, yeah, my rolls have been spectacularly horrible. So you walk in to find that people are milling about. One of the things I would note that we are flat in the middle of Brewfest. The autumn season is at hand. Not much in the way of celebratory things going on here, apparently. It is actually there's really no signs of none of the normal signs of a Brewfest celebration happening at all. The town is there are people moving about on their daily business, but other than that, it's really quiet. You see a couple of people look at you kind of askance as as you enter, what we call it, through the as you enter the town. But beyond that, no one seems to pay you any mind whatsoever. As a matter of fact, you almost get the idea that some of them like look over and then just almost purposely ignore your presence. I should probably warn you. There is I realize that I've been talking a lot at the start. Once I stop, there's probably a strong, feel free to role play to your heart's content. I am not a pure combat game runner by any stretch of the imagination.
I know I'm short, but you can see me. Don't
I'm sorry.
ignore me.
Say that again.
Although the town folks that were ignoring, she stops in front of one and goes, "Don't ignore me. I'm here. You can see me."
I'm picturing Minya just like bouncing up in front of him. Hi.
I'm assuming that while they may be ignoring us, that they're going about their business celebrating the festival.
Actually, that's the thing. You're not seeing any signs of the festival being celebrated at all. Even in the other towns that at least in the more western towns that you've been through along the way, and even the little villages, things have been subdued. Not there's a lot of concern going on, but there's at least been some signs of festival here. You're looking around and you're like not seeing any kegs or any signs of preparations for parties or whatnot.
What is our specific mission in coming here today?
Your specific mission is there's been a lot, Almor itself has been the subject of unrest, but this particular town, some of the merchants that have gone through have come back and given concerning reports about the level, what do you call it, the level of scorn and almost derision with regards to the crown and the new queen and her deceased father, or her deceased father, who nobody has a nice word for him, despite the fact that all in all he wasn't a bad king. He did what needed to be done. He did the hard things, but obviously when you're suffering, it doesn't matter what the intention is. Yeah.
And this was all part of Almor before, right?
Yes.
So there may be people that are like, well, maybe it should be Almor again. Is there
there
separatism?
has been rumblings. It's quieted down. It's strangely enough, it's quieted down a little. But yeah, no, there have been rumblings previous as to Almorian independence. I think you do know that there's also a feeling that the Almorians also understand they're not in a position to they're not in enough of a position to rebel on their own.
Right. It's not like Valindo really cares that much. I mean, Almor was a separate nation when he was a young elf, because it wasn't really that long ago. He's like, humans fight about who's in charge or whatever. I'm here to shoot at bad guys. Hopefully bad guys.
He's like, it was independent before in my lifetime. It was part of the Great Kingdom during my lifetime. It'll probably be independent at some point again.
He cares more about the rulers, but the big thing that he's concerned about right now is, why is there no party? Where's the wine? Where's the beer? It's Brewfest. So he'll remark on that to his traveling companions here. Isn't it supposed to be the middle of a festival? What? Am I missing something here? maybe we should go to a tavern and find out why maybe everybody's having the party there.
Yeah.
Maybe they don't have anything to have a party with. Perhaps bandits have been stealing more of the foodstuffs and other supplies that have been sent here.
Oh, I think a tavern would be a logical place to ask about that.
You
And
just
maybe
want
to
to
get a
sit
drink.
down and have a drink.
Sure,
Admit it.
it's a little dusty on the road. It wouldn't hurt us, right?
Well,
Nothing like a quick
uh,
sip to take the edge off.
it depends on how much you drink, my friend.
My weight.
But yes, I think we can start in a tavern. Why not?
All right. Give me 1 second, because
He forces the DM to move us around on the map.
Well, no. What it is I'm trying to figure out, because I've got, this is one of the few maps where I've got both exteriors and interiors.
Oh, cool.
Available.
Oh,
But I needed to figure out which one of these actually serves as the tavern, and I think I found it. Okay.
I like the buildings too. That looks like red tile roofs.
Yeah,
right, which kind of makes sense for Almor. It's fairly far south. It just,
All right, give me 1 second to pop in the what do you call it? Pop this into Albert Rodeo. Oop.
while he's doing that, Amy, I had a
That's not what I
question
want.
real quick out of character.
Sure.
You're playing like a fighter? Looks like
Ranger.
from the Ranger. Okay. That's I just didn't catch that. I made notes of what everybody's playing so I can keep your stuff straight. Also, probably completely irrelevant, but does Sir Aiden's Badger have a name?
Sir Aiden's badger does have a name. The badger's name is Sweetums.
Did it end up in there?
That makes me happy. I love gnomes. And I also love halflings, the short races in general. Dwarf monk from a monastery of Dumathoin, right? Zygon Stonefist? That's cool.
Yeah, he's the last of his monastery.
Cool.
Okay, it did get moved. There we go. I want to make sure that's in the right place when I need it later. All right, so let me figure out how to zoom in on this, and then I just need to move your. I'll just bring your characters back out.
Yay.
All right. So, characters. There are a lot of characters in this campaign at this point now, which is awesome. Until, of course, I need to go and find the characters.
You have all the icons loaded in a big file. Yeah.
Well, yeah, they scroll along the bottom, and I'm amazingly enough, I'm at the point where I'm probably going to have to separate them by a letter of their names.
Because you have that many?
Yeah, I mean, the good news is Zygon's easy to find because he's...
Yeah, you did well taking a Z name there. I bet my V name won't be too hard to find.
Why isn't it letting me drag it onto...
Maybe I need to add another A at the start of my name.
Yeah, like when you name
It seemed like a great idea at the time, but for some reason it didn't want to let me drag it over. So we're just going to grab them. All right. For some reason, actually, that's the bigger problem. is this thing is not.
You want us to just RP with each other while you set it up? or-
Yeah, if you could, because all right,
Okay, yeah.
I think I might have been able to have fixed, but go ahead.
So Valindo will inquire of his comrades what they think about all the reports of unrest in the area and what they suggest we should do. He admits to being pretty politically clueless. He'll allude to like, yeah, the borders keep changing. Like when I was a young elfling and it was this and then it was that. And then these humans had all these wars. We were a little bit involved in them, but I'm not really up on all the changes. I know who the new queen is. She seems good. How do you think we should proceed in this town?
Well, I think it might help if we got ourselves a room. I think the plan was to spend the night here, was it not?
Yeah, yeah, maybe just
Then let's
gather
get a
some
room.
information. Right, we're travelers. We'll get a room, ask a few questions.
Yeah.
I'll try not to get drunk.
While we're waiting outside, Sir Aiden kind of taps his pipe and cleans it out and repacks it.
Oh, you should try some of this.
As
I hand you some of my pipe weed.
as you guys
Mushroom.
are doing
weed.
that, you notice Calvin is just kind of glowering at the peasantry going by, kind of eyeing them for any suspicious activity, so that he can smite them down in the name of Saint Cuthbert for their chaotic ways.
Enlightenment can penetrate even the helm of iron. Yes.
Well,
Have cudgel will travel.
yeah, when Lena and Valindo go into the tavern, we'll just go straight to the bar, and Lena will start by asking what they have for rooms for the night.
Belinda will ask what they have in the way of wine, if any.
By the way, Stronghold D&D, thank you so much for the 5 gift subs. Tim, do you have wanted to give somebody a special hero point? Actually, you know something? That is 5. Oh, never mind. That's 5 gift subs. I'm going to award every player a special hero point. So you now have 2 special hero points.
Nice. Thank you.
All right.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
And just to clarify, Rob, the Brewfest has started, correct?
Yes, Brewfest has started.
Okay.
I realize that this actually shows as more of a restaurant than it does a tavern, but that's fine. Whatever.
That's fine.
Well,
It works.
You can still get a drink here.
yeah, you can still get a drink here.
That part is very important.
I am going to pretend that the thing in the corner is actually a bar. And let me give something a little different so I can point out. So the bartender is a bit more noticeable compared to everyone else.
And then before we go inside, it's kind of like off to the right of where we are, like just around the corner of that building. Sir Aiden would get Sweetums comfortable there. It's kind of like chilling while we go inside, because I'm sure they don't want a badger inside the bar.
That's probably a good call. Actually, yes, then we'll use one of the other tokens, one of the NPC tokens, as a barkeep. The barkeep. Turns out that the bartender is rather attractive woman looks to be in her middle 30s. Where most bartenders tend to have, an easy smile on their face when Need to lock it down. Yeah, I promise you all, I have done this before. I don't know what I just did there. All right, well. Oh, okay, that actually worked. There we go. Especially when you have a bunch of people in the bar. She's not only is she just like not doing the standard the standard like cleaning a cup while she surveys and sees if anyone needs anything. Her expression is a little sour. not exactly the kind of friendly welcome one normally expects to see upon entering a tavern.
Well, Lena will walk up to her and say, "Good day, friend. My companions and I are just but come into town. We are looking for food and drink and lodgings for the night."
Well, food and drink we can do.
Excellent.
How long will you need lodging for?
Well, we had thought that we would stay for the festival. I
Festival?
noticed that your celebrations seem to be starting a bit late this year.
There will be no celebrations this year. No one can afford to be festive this year.
Oh, that's quite unfortunate. Was the harvest bad?
No, the harvest, the harvest, I guess, was okay. But with that, there's not much coin. You're not from around here, are you? And she says,
No.
I don't. And she gasps as she realizes what she just said. She's like, not because you're an elf.
And there's no offense taken. I hail from the Gambage Forest, which is to the north of here. But I have kin in the Audrey, and I go to visit them on occasion.
Well, I mean, we've been living month to month for quite some time now. We've finally had trade caravans start making their way here, but to be honest, we have not been able to make enough coin selling our own wares to buy them. And with the garrisons nearly empty, we have not had coin of the crown. And you see more than a few eyes turn at mention of that, and then go back to looking very intently at their drinks or their food.
When she says no coin of the crown?
Yes.
Oh dear. Well, what is it you use as a means of exchange if you have no coin?
Oh, we have, don't misunderstand. We do have some coin, but we're on what should be a major trading route eastward, but no one has heard much from the keeps along on the border, and despite talk of new trade agreements with our neighboring kingdom, and the way she says a neighboring kingdom, there's a strained tone to her voice. Her accent marks her as being from this area, so it's very likely she has lived through the hell that was brought. It took what little we had to rebuild. We're one of the first towns to truly start to become at least a shell of what we were. Without that trade, without those, without the soldiers coming through, without the merchants, not only trading with us, but bringing us their coin as well. We are at the mercy of what little coin we can get.
Quick question. Are we near the border with Alyssa?
You're probably 40 to 50 miles from the border of Alyssa.
Okay. Well, what happened to the soldiers? Surely they must, the queen must be securing garrisons along the way to protect people from bandits.
The garrisons themselves have not been well manned in years. There has not been enough coin to support a full regiment in any of them. I cannot speak for certain, but there's talk that more than one of the keeps along the border may not be manned at all, or just a skeleton force, just to show that somebody is watching on the wall, as opposed to a true force.
Oh. I can see why that would be most concerning. Um,
I am curious, if you are short of trading, how are your own supplies for things like mead and other essentials?
We do manage to keep some. We do a little brewing of our own. I cannot promise you it will be the best mead or ale that you have had, but we are learning. We've had to learn the hard way not to wait for such supplies to come in. Unfortunately, we've lost a number of our more well-known brewers over the years, and those of us who are left, we do the best we can.
Well, I'm deeply sorry to hear of such troubles. So if your local beers and ales are made with love, I'm sure they will be quite excellent.
You're very kind. You're very kind.
What's the cost if I wanted to purchase?
For when you say purchase, what are we talking about?
I'm assuming you store your beer by the barrel, correct?
Yes.
What would a barrel be?
Oh, and she looks down at you, and she doesn't quite know what to make of you, but your height says that you're a gnome. Your armor says that you're a very well equipped gnome in unusual armor with unusual weaponry. I have to admit, I had not set a price on a barrel. It's been some time since I've seen anyone who would even consider purchasing a barrel. This is the castle keeper's way of saying that he has no idea how much a barrel of ale should cost.
That's fair.
While you're at it, what are the rest of you doing? I would just want to check in.
Calvin's going to be doing the cop thing where he just kind of walks around and looks at everybody, pausing behind them for like a moment, just making sure that they don't look like they have anything suspicious about them, and just casually move to the next one and the next one.
Give me a wisdom check.
I rolled a 10 plus 7, so 17.
And you're a priest, so that cleric, so that's obviously a prime. As you're walking about, At first, everyone except the bartender looks suspicious. Well, just about everyone but the bartender looks suspicious. But the more you think about it as you're walking out, the only person that really stands, because everybody's looking at you with, furtive glances and, looking but not looking too long, and, kind of keeping an eye on you because you're all obviously not from around here. The one thing that strikes you is the one person who's paying no attention to you whatsoever, and that is a somewhat older man, slightly round in the pouch, and his hair has basically gone on nearly full retreat, to the point where it is just not quite white, but a salt and pepper color just on the back and around the sides of his head. It's so unkept and wispy that he would best be off shaving it, but he apparently does not care what he looks like. But he's just basically, paying absolutely zero attention to you whatsoever.
I will make sure I head in his direction. And I will go up to the table and be like, "You, good sir, what do you do about these parts?"
He turns to you with a raised eyebrow and pretty much a glower. On his chest, very visibly, is the holy symbol of Foltus. And he looks at you and is like, "I do not answer to members of the Order of St. Cuthbert. You and your demigod, pretenders all."
Interesting that you're here during your prayer time instead of at a temple.
Again, I do not answer to you. I answer to the word of my own deity. I am only concerned what the blinding light chooses to reveal to me, not what some hero brought up above his station reveals. You're trying to figure out. He's looking at you, and you're not entirely sure whether his disdain is just for your choice of deities, for you, or for both.
Right.
But he really has not taken to you whatsoever.
Besides his disheveled hair and whatnot, does his robes seem out of place? Like are they well kept, or are they pretty kind of disheveled and unkempt like himself?
No, actually his robes are actually pretty clean.
Okay.
Nothing more than the standard dust and such, of dragging along the floor, dragging along the floor. They might be a touch long for him, but not unusually so.
Okay. I'll just kind of give him a smirk and head back over to my group of adventurers.
Okay. What about the rest of you? Anything?
I like to think I'm just kind of talking through with the tavern keeper about the price of beer.
Okay.
Belinda will inquire if they have any wine.
Wine is a little harder to come by. I do think we have a few, as long as your choices, your tastes are not too exotic or too
I
picky.
drink a wide variety of vintages.
I can offer you any type of wine you like as long as it's red.
That's fine.
It's like you can have any color of wine you want as long as it's red. Yep.
Your car can be any color that you want as long as it's painted black.
Yes. So he will pay whatever, seems like a fair price. Since they seem to be a little down right now economically, he might throw in a little something for the server. But he'll tip. He can
Okay.
afford it.
Um,
And he's keeping it in moderation.
Yeah, figure it's about 5 silver for a glass of wine, which is actually kind of steep, but
Can he, if he can get some food with that, can he just pay a gold and get a little bit of food with it too, and leave them some change?
Yes, we do have we will be having a rabbit stew for available for dinner, and yes, a gold piece would be, yes, that would be amazing. We would be happy to.
Yeah, he's happy to pay ahead for his meal. He'll be take a little jug of red and just sit and drink. He's not making a rowdy scene or anything. He will, if he gets a chance, though, inquire, even if they aren't drinking a lot for this brew fest, there are any archery contests going on? He recalls in the old days when he was a kid, the men of Almor, he'll actually say Almor too. He slips up there. We're known for fielding longbowmen. Do they have archery contest perhaps? Since the harvest has been brought in?
She sighs softly and says, I just realized something. The other building attached to this is probably the actual tavern.
We migrate over. Yeah,
I honestly thought it was I thought it was like the import with rooms. What I thought were beds are actually tables, and we're going to pretend the fact that you were all started over here because
is that a harpsichord?
Oh, good.
Yeah, here we go.
Oh my goodness, it has been a very, very long weekend, but very good weekend. I'm not complaining. Don't. Oh man.
And I think I have some money left over from the last game, DM. I have quite a bit left over. So if any of his companions are short on coin, he'll happily cover their meals for them. It doesn't sound like it's that expensive. So does anybody else want a meal? I'll
Speaking of
buy.
that,
Lena will take you up on it.
Money comes and goes. He's not that attached to these things.
Calvin will take you up on it.
Yeah. Okay. I'll just mark off. What is that? 5, 6? Yeah.
Aiden will partake as well.
Okay. He says, "Oh, maybe we should buy an extra bowl of your badger will eat rabbit stew, won't he?"
He loves rabbit.
Well, there we go. You know what? They don't even have to cook it for him, do they? They could just throw a coney into the. But maybe he'll like it as the stew.
By the way, Savage Splendor, I passed 20 hours some time ago.
Yeah.
Nice.
Oh, without sleep?
No. 20 hours of running games this week.
Of running games, yeah.
Oh.
But not without sleep, not straight through. You're not crazy.
No. I that was the one thing that I did right this weekend was I planned very well in terms of giving myself time.
I had to because I had taught a class this morning, and then we went to mass last evening, and so kids had a party today. I had to make sure I planned it so that still meet all my obligations.
Yeah, I'm at just over 23 hours right now.
Cool.
3 more to go, and that's not including last night's jazz. I'm just talking the games that I'm running.
Gotcha.
I go ahead and go up and get my big old thing of water, and I'll treat all of the other guests to a drink and dinner.
Oh, that's kind. Excellent. Right. So I'll pay for the party. You pay for the other guests. That's good.
Yeah.
Oh, excellent. That makes that makes her very happy.
So
Make the grumpy
Aiden,
old man a double.
Sir Aiden wonders, if you could come up with a price with the barmaid, or the barkeeper, sorry, on what it would cost for a full barrel to basically be like, hey, anybody want a beer? And just advertise it for anybody who wants some to come and grab some from the town to
She looks.
kind of make the party himself.
She looks at you kind of hopefully and says, 15 gold pieces.
Kind of, I thought you said it was standard stuff. I could give you 10.
I like how we're all concerned about the fact that I'm kind of laughing about the fact that everyone's concerned about the lack of festivities and such, and we're haggling over the price of a barrel of beer.
Beer.
Well, by my math, if it's 2 coppers a mug of beer and a mug is a pint, that would be 5 gold pieces. So 10 is still pretty generous.
But
if it's 15, 12, whatever, he will haggle a little, but if she doesn't budge, he won't put up
He's
too much of
striking a
fight.
hard bargain.
I'm willing to go to 13.
Barrel has value too.
Done. 13. And you can have the barrel back at the end.
Thank you.
Yeah, it won't take long for them to empty it.
Oh boy. At that point, the very pretty obvious priest of Foltus decides that he doesn't need to be in the room while this is going on. You see him look at all the residents of the town who seem to look at him. The bartender does her level best not to look at him. She tries to ignore him altogether.
My, he seems such a jolly fellow as he walks out of the inn.
Uh,
How far away from me is he as he walks out?
He's gonna have to like slip past Lena, so he's gonna be about within about 5 feet.
Is he within tripping distance? Like accidentally standing on these robes that are slightly too long?
I mean, I suppose you could if you wanted to. Not gonna stop you.
I would like to do that. I probably won't do much because I'm a gnome, but it seems like the locals don't really care for him. So if I can kind of take him down a peg, that may also help with friendliness.
Mm-hmm. Okay. Give me a Master 2000. Thank you so much for the Prime subscription. I also saw that you and somebody else had followed earlier. I apologize for not being able to call that out at the time. Yes, Sir Adon is a gnome knight. He rides a badger. An oversized badger. Big badger. Named Sweetums, of course. Okay, give me a dex check.
Six.
No, what he sorry, go ahead.
I rolled a 6. Non-prime, so I'm assuming that fails.
Yeah, you go and you try to get, and you're just like you're second too late. You misjudged how long your leg is or how short your leg is, and how much leeway you had on his robes. And he walks out the door. Chatter picks up just a little as he leaves, though not too loud.
Whenever he trips him and I see if he has anything interesting on him, I try to pickpocket him. Not really still, but if looks like I'm gonna get caught, I'll kind of pull back. See if he has any papers. Not trying to steal his money.
He would have passed by you, so I'll let. Well, okay. Here's the thing. I've got you inside. He would have passed by you, but if you fail, he will still be inside the bar when you pickpocket him. unless you're planning on sneaking out after him, which that has its own dangers.
I was gonna walk over, but basically when he tripped them.
Yeah, he
so I
failed on
fell.
tripping him.
Yeah, when he fell, did he kind of stumble or anything?
No, because the what do you call it? Sir Aiden completely missed. He wasn't able to make him stumble at all.
Okay.
Again, I mean, if you want to try to pickpocket him if you wanted to try to pickpocket him while he was still in the bar, I'm not going to say no. That could lead to trouble, but hey,
You're all earning the cleric's respect right now.
you only live once, depending on the price of resurrection spells.
Well, huh. Yeah, quick button if you want.
All right,
So I'll wait a second. Should I follow him?
you're going to follow him?
Thinking about him. She's thinking. He's suspicious.
Well, he's going to start walking out. He's walking out the door.
So the people of this tavern are generally uncomfortable around this guy. Is that the basic gist of things?
There does seem to be a little of that, yes.
Okay.
The bartender, she visibly picks up just a little bit when he's gone.
I'll go over to her and be like, "So what's his story?"
Must have sat on a
Oh.
corn cob.
Oh, you know those priestly types, and she looks at you and she says, "I stuck my foot in my mouth again, didn't I? Just a little too serious for my liking. I mean, I've got absolutely nothing against members of the faith, any of the good faiths anyway. But some of them can be a real, damper on, being a tavern owner, if you catch my drift."
Is a stick butt.
Yeah, Fultus can be a real fun sponge on things.
But I mean, I've never seen him really I can't say that I've seen him take a wrong step, and his services are apparently very well attended. So, I sometimes I think he comes in here just to make me uncomfortable so that I'll attend his services. You hear
Seems
you hear from the one of the people in the room. You hear, "Yep, you probably should."
well. Since this is a festival and it is Brewfest, I will raise my mug in honor of Wenta, the goddess of autumn, since this is her festival. Thank you. Your ale is excellent. And it doesn't matter whether it is or not. Gonna put a smile on her face and drink the whole thing down.
You are her new favorite customer.
Well, she's trying to cheer her up.
Now, basically, you bought the barrel for everybody to drink.
Yep.
Yeah, she calls the two nearest people over and hands them pitchers and mugs and tells them wooden pitchers and mugs and tells them to bring them hand them over to the other tables and such. Hopefully things will loosen up a bit, and we will we may have maybe a proper little mini celebration of Brewfest here, if nothing else. It does seem a crime to let it pass by.
It does.
Aiden would also pull out his own stein that he keeps in his pack that has his family crest on it, and he would get himself a pull as well.
Okay. Is there anybody who is not imbibing?
Calvin won't be.
All right, and Zygon?
Yeah, he always just drinks water.
Gotta love a sober dwarf. Minya, are you drinking?
Just a little bit.
All right. Uh,
Well, Lena will drink a bit, and as everybody else begins relaxing and making a little more merry, she will slip out of the tavern at some point. She wants to take a stroll around the village, and what she's looking at is the state of like the animals, like the horses and the oxen and chickens and whatnot. You know, do these
The badgers.
well, if I don't think I'll see any badgers in town, but sure, I'll keep an eye out for any badgers.
Any additional badges, I think he means.
Exactly. Well, we gotta find Sweetums, a girlfriend. So, but what she's really
Boyfriend.
looking at is, are the animals well fed? Are they well kept for? I mean, if they're having a hard time bringing in money for themselves, are they able to take care of their animals? Because, why is this community failing so?
As you're looking around, you do see a few chickens. A few chickens about. You managed to find the chicken coop, but there's not quite as many as you would expect to find.
Okay.
Actually, and I need to move that so you can look around. Move that further out. All right. The horses do seem to be well fed, as well as you only spot a couple of milking cows, but those cows are also appear to be well fed. Give me a wisdom check.
Okay. Uh, 16.
Is that a prime or a non-prime for you? I believe it's a prime.
That is a prime for me.
Okay, so so as you're looking around, the thing that strikes you is, at least for the horses and the cows, it's more noticeable for you for the horses than really than the cows. They seem to be on the younger side. You'd expect a town like this to have a few older horses around. The other thing that strikes you is there's this feeling that you're getting that what you're seeing is just enough, like literally just enough to sustain the town.
Okay.
No more, no less.
Okay. All right. She'll swing back to the tavern where
Okay.
her friends are. And she'll quietly tell Valindo, since she can speak to him and Olvin, it's very interesting that this town seems to have just enough to support it and nothing more. I'm going to go make a little hunting trip and bring back a deer and let the people.
So I come with you.
Well, then we'll need to let the others know. But yes, I think we need to go and bring back a deer so that this town can make merry properly.
Yes, let's do a little hunting together.
So yeah,
Sir Aiden overhears you saying that and
Sure.
kind of gives you a nod of, I'll pass it along.
okay.
Okay. This is where those boots of Ilvenkind do come in handy, DM. Top of my already having some sneakiness as an elf and being a good shot with a ranger to track, I think maybe
Yeah.
we'll have a good chance of getting some
I
game, something.
Don't think it will take too much trouble to do that.
Well, I mean, you have rangers. You have a survival skill, don't you?
Yes.
So that survival skill will. I mean, I'm hunting. Going on a hunting trip as far as in game sounds like a great idea until you realize you're just going looking for deer to shoot. um, let's do this. What it's going to be is I'm going to have you do a survival check for me.
Okay.
And how well you do is going to inform how long you've been gone.
Right.
Now-
That makes sense.
Let's
Right.
actually let's be clear. Who's going on the hunting trip?
I think
Cool.
just Lena and Valindo.
Just the two elves, right?
Okay.
We're just going to hit the woods, look for signs of animals, look for game trails, right?
Okay.
A lot of
Alright.
hunting, as you know, Phantom New Jersey is just walking around or standing in one spot for a long time. You find a
Right.
good place. And being patient and observant, and then coming back with nothing. It's a big part. It's a big part of it. Anybody here who's hunting.
Yeah.
Except for mushrooms.
I'm still
So
tempted for the badger mushroom thing.
for the survival check, can I add my level to that?
Yes. Yeah. For survival, you absolutely because it's your skill. So
Okay, perfect. Okay, nice. So then that turns that into a dirty 20.
all right. Yeah. You are dirty 20.
Yeah.
You guys are you might be gone an hour before you have a deer almost to the point where it's lucky enough that the deer does everything but walks right up to you asking to be shot. Oh my goodness.
Excellent.
It walks up and puts its forehead against the arrow and just looks at you.
So yeah, and actually Lena's a little more respectful than I just was.
That's great. I just
Yeah.
She'll murmur a prayer thanking the deer for its sacrifice, and then once she's killed it, she'll clean it or take it back to the village so that she can clean it, and we can, I guess, make a big old spit or find a place that's got a nice big roasting pit and get it all set up to go.
Yeah, Valindo will assist her. I mean, he knows this, he's not an expert tracker like she is, but he grew up in the fringes of the Gamboge. He's an archer. He knows the basics, so he will certainly help her out. And he'll also, when he gets back, he'll pour a little libation of what's left of that red for Elona. For sending them a deer.
Yes, yes, very publicly where all the villagers and especially that priest of Foltus can hear offer up a thanks to Elnestra for success in hunting today.
As you're doing, as you bring the deer back in and you start working on preparing it and such, the well it well and more as Lena starts working on the deer, Valindo, you note that the priest is talking to three other men in what appear to be flowing robes but You catch like as you look, your elven eyes catch glints of shininess beneath, suggesting that they might be wearing armor. And
Okay.
they're having a conversation. As a matter of fact, I can show you. Let me. Whoop,
This is where the keen listen and yeah.
there we go. Meanwhile, beyond that, there's another issue. A couple of villagers, walking past, see what you're doing. That you're preparing a deer, and almost in unison, but slightly off, so as to not give the idea that it is anything more than that. Gasp. The one closest to you has almost a look of horror on his face as and like freezes. You see his eyes go from you to the priest, to you, to the priest, and then promptly walks back inside and disappears.
Interesting.
The other one ends up walking in the other direction and just, yep, nope.
Belinda will make like nothing's wrong, but he'll whisper to his fellow Olv here in Olven. Did you notice that? I
I
don't think we're terribly welcome here. It might not be to do with us, but we should possibly warn the others. Can you finish the butchering while I go talk to the gnome and the others?
Yes, of course.
So Belinda will, if he's able to, make his way back to whoever he sees first. I think probably Sir Aidan, but whoever's there, and just kind of quietly lean over and say, "Keep an eye on that. I think he was a cleric. That priest. He was talking to some guys that they were wearing armor. They don't seem too happy with us being here." And he'll just sort of then ask them to pass that on, and then he'll go back to his sister.
Okay. As you walk back out, you note that one of the guys that the priests have been talking to walks further up the trail and disappears behind one of the buildings.
Okay.
He's basically out of sight from you because of the.
He's not following him right now. He's just going to go back over and help her finish up with the deer because, it's a job that takes a little bit of work to dress up. What did we get? A big buck or a doe?
You managed to bag a buck.
Okay.
Yeah.
Oh, nice.
Right. So this is going to be, and it's autumn. So, okay. Yeah, that makes sense. He's just going to help her finish, but he won't do that, like I said, until he makes sure that he's warned at least one of the others inside to pass the word on.
Okay.
I think perhaps we should Lena will say this to Valinda. I think perhaps we should engage Minya to go about and perhaps see what she can overhear from this priest and discover what he is about.
That seems wise. I wouldn't want them to, if they're up to something dangerous, I wouldn't want her to get in trouble. So perhaps we should suggest that one or two of the others be not too far away.
That seems reasonable. Sir
Do
Aidan,
you want to pass the word
be a
this
good
time so
choice.
it doesn't?
Yes, I will go and speak with them.
I'll finish up here and see you when you're back then.
All right. So yeah, she'll go back to the others and suggest that Minya in particular should go and perhaps spy on this so-called priest. Probably is a priest, but see what he's up to. And the others probably should be somewhat nearby in case there's trouble. They don't seem to like the fact that we have provided this feast for the people of the village.
Which gives me an thought to try to visit the temple here in the village and see what's going on with that.
From where we are now, where is the priest compared to where the tavern is?
The priest is actually you should be able to see him on the map. He's directly east from the tavern.
Could I come out of the tavern to bring food to Sweetums and kind of just see if I can listen in?
Yeah, you can try.
Oh yeah, we wouldn't waste the entrails. Those can be used for all kinds of things. Waste not, want not.
I'll come on out onto where
Alright.
the porch is and light my pipe up and smoke it.
Like over here or so?
And so go more to the right,
Alright.
kind of where it goes north south. Keep going. Yeah, there.
Okay.
Now I'll come out and join the dwarf. No, I won't be smoking, but I'll just be kind of glowering over in the direction of the priest and his minions.
Is that me with the green background? Sorry. Which one am I?
Okay, so let's see. You are Sir Aiden
The
is this
lavender
one?
background.
Yeah, this is Sir Aiden.
Okay. So I should be over where the woods are, but not woods, but the bushy area further to the right, almost around the corner of the building, because that's where I put Sweetums earlier.
So like right here?
No, north in that general area, yeah, because I wanted her to have shade.
Okay. I like it. And Minya, are you doing your sneak thing too?
Yes, I will. When people
So-
start coming out, I use that opportunity to sneak out with the group of people.
So, if you take like the long way around because of the fact that you are a halfling, all I would need you to do is once you get to like around here, where do you want to be listening from? Like here or
From around that way, maybe using the trees and stuff as cover and the horse. So any noise I make might be muffled by the animals.
okay. Just give me one move silently roll because that's about all you'll need.
That's prime means 17.
Okay. Yeah, you're able to set yourself up. You're actually sitting kind of with your back against the tree stump, against the tree trunk on the other side of it so that your tiny little form can't be and you're kind of like leaning your ear around just to be able to hear with with no issue. I like this. The spying mission. This is great. All right. I'm assuming at this point, Lena, you come back out to the deer because
Oh yeah, I mean, it's a lot of work to prepare it, and she's serious. She wants to be able to provide the people with a feast. So, yeah, she'll go back and help Valindo get everything set up for cooking. She'll sing a elven song as she does so. Just kind of make merry. Get it seasoned, get it properly set up. And anybody that walks by, she'll let them know, a gift from our companions to your village for your great hospitality and celebration of the season.
As she's singing, I'll go, oh, I know this one. You need a little more bass. And he starts bellowing out along with her.
The singing draws attention from the people inside the bar. They all wander out the door, and they've all had a few. So they're their moment where there was strong distrust before. Now there's kind of a drunken, these people might be all right after all, and we're going to join in singing. There is an audible gasp from the bartender. And you notice that she's like nudging and kind of shoving some of the what do you call it, some of her clientele, and a couple of them just like take off. Just a couple of them just like start stumbling away.
Oh, like they're frightened.
Actually, yes, give me a wisdom check. Give me a listen check. So you add I think it's +2 or +3. I think it's
Everybody?
+3. More for Lena.
Oh,
Okay, you said it was a listening check.
Yes.
Okay. Where I'm looking to see where I find that.
It'll be a wisdom check. So you'll roll a
okay.
d20. Yeah, and then there's a
good one.
bonus for it. I think it's under your racial. Should have a bonus for it. Listen.
Right. Gotcha. Yeah, +2, plus
Okay.
my normal +1. So let's see what we got here. 2 is 13. 14.
Yeah. You hear her very pointedly tell the two of them, and you see her moving over towards the rest of them who are drunkenly singing, to go home and lock the doors. Minya, I want you to give me a listen check.
$24.
24. Amongst the conversation, you hear is the two of them said, what are we going to do? Asking the priest, what are we going to do about this? And says, well, this has to come to an end. This cannot continue. And when the singing starts, oh no, this cannot be. No, go find him now. And you see the one guy run off where the other one had been had gone. This guy not only walks but almost double times it back around the path to go and find whoever it was his companion most likely was going to get, but now it's a very different tone to it.
Is that in the which direction is that? Northwest, east, or south? If we're looking at the map.
Northeast. There's a now that you're all outside, I can actually move that over just a bit. So basically, they went up that path that follows around the house.
Okay.
Around the building.
As they go, Sir Aidan tries to listen to how he's walking to see if he can determine, is he wearing heavy boots? Is he wearing something unusual just from the sound that he's making as he's walking quickly?
Give me a listen check.
That is going to be plus level 23.
Yeah, he's definitely wearing solid footwear, boots or something. At least something with a hard sole.
Do I hear like a clink of armor at all, or
Was it 23? Yeah, not like the full clanging sound of like full on plate mail or anything. But there's enough of a sound to suggest that there is some kind of metallic armor beneath those robes.
that was what he was trying to figure out, whether he was wearing fancy boots and whether he was wearing metal armor as opposed to leather?
Yeah. All right.
And then I do think, based on that, even though I've kind of been like feeding and petting Sweetums,
Mhm.
I am now mounted on Sweetums and kind of brushing that way, trying to look like I'm just brushing, but I am mounted in case anything goes down.
Okay. All right.
And what is the cleric of Foltis doing right now? Besides glowering back at me, probably.
He's staring he's staring over at Nelina and Valindo, and then talking to the what do you call it, and then basically telling his current companion, at least this is what you hear, man. You tell him, we wait for the others. I think this should not be happening.
I make sure to notice which one of these might be a higher up. Like,
In terms of the two that are there, the priest that you met in the church is definitely the higher up. The other one, the others were waiting. Went on his orders. So,
Is there a gap between those buildings behind me, like just to the north? Or
no,
is
there's
that-
not. No,
Okay,
there's not.
I couldn't tell. Sorry.
That's all right. And nothing to apologize for.
I lean over a little bit towards Calvin and say, is this the god of the party poopers?
It is indeed. I think I think him and his minions are mad that a different deity is being honored right now.
Calvin, give me actually, something. Give me a wisdom check. I want. Okay. You're going to know the answer to this. It's a question of how much or how much you've remembered versus how much you've forgotten.
Okay. Dirty 20 prime.
Okay. Yeah, you know something? I mean, the followers of Foltis can be uptight. This is on another level. It's one thing for them to be uptight, but you've never heard of them basically getting to the point where the idea of the idea of singing or having ale go. I mean, they'll look askance at it and say that those souls are probably unworthy of the blinding light, but this is next level disdain for everything that's going on, and the fact that Lena basically prepping a deer and butchering a deer for the townsfolk is drawing such ire is wholly unusual.
Okay.
They want people brought to the blinding light. They don't want, but they know well enough that you can't be a total asshole and expect to get followers.
Right. So yeah, it's either this guy's very brimstone and hellfire type priest, or there's something else up about him. Okay.
Somebody took his milk and cookies away.
It seems it. Yep, I'll just kind of have my arm resting on my morning star at my side and just kind of be ready for anything to go down.
Okay. Let's see.
How is the progress with the butchering of the deer going? Are we still underway? Are we almost finished?
We should be just about done by now. It doesn't take
Yeah.
that
Yeah,
long.
so he'll like, drag the you're not going to just drag the entrails across the street, but if we've thrown them onto a blanket, we're not throwing them on the ground, right? If we've thrown them in a bucket or onto a hide or something, he'll drag those over to the Sweetums to
Mhm.
see if Sweetums wants to eat some deer entrails, which will give him a very natural excuse to have a whispered conversation with Sir Aiden. I have a feeling that we're about to get lynched. Like, I think there's going to be a fight here. This is very tense, and it seems unusual to me. What do you think, sir? Player is muted.
Sorry, I had a notification come up that was blocking my mute button. Sir Aiden kind of nods slowly and tries to look like he's like encouraging Sweetums to eat, but he's like, no, we're ready. We know something's about to go down. That guy was the guy who ran is definitely wearing armor.
So we should probably all be together when any trouble starts.
Yes. we
And
should.
I'm getting a little concerned about our Hobniz. Is she's been gone for a bit. I don't want to just give away her position, but I really don't want these guys to try to grab her or something without us around. So should we start maybe grouping up and finding a good spot where they can't come at us all and surround us?
I think that's a good idea. I also think that we could always send Sweetums to go and find Minya.
Sir Aiden would ask his elf friend, how are you at climbing?
I can climb.
Quite good.
Does it make sense for you to get up on the roof here?
I mean, we could do that for sure. If we do, it's definitely going to be a giveaway that we know we're about to get jumped, because why else
Right.
would we climb up? But we could certainly do that.
So I'm more thinking because like behind me, like I'm kind of in that little like alcove area. You might be able to get to the roof out of their line of sight from there.
I could go around the corner and creep on up and lie flat.
Yeah.
You want to
That
join
way-
me, Lena?
Yeah, that works.
Yeah, and then we can see what's going on too. So, and can you handle getting going and finding Kieria and getting Zygon and Calvin together?
Me, sorry.
Can you gather the others then after Sweetum eats?
Yeah. Well, I would need, because I would worry about like I lose a lot of my abilities if I'm not mounted, so I would
Maybe
want to
we
stay
should
with
ask
Sweetums.
Zygon to do it.
To go and bring
Just
Minya back.
gather the rest of the party to come. We're coming back to our tavern, right?
Right.
Well, a lot of them are already outside the tavern, sitting on the front.
Yeah. So just kind of make sure they know, and then perhaps Lena and I, we can go around the corner, sort of out of the way, and we'll go up.
Maybe I'll just slowly amble over towards there while riding Sweetums to chat with them.
Yeah, a big bloody mouth badger will be enough of a distraction for us to get up top.
Right.
Yeah. Who's a good girl?
So DM, that is my intention as the player is I will be, if I can find a spot like a corner, I see there's a wagon, there's a couple places where maybe I'd be partly behind cover depending on where observers would be. I'm going to try to scooch up to the roof. I'm not encumbered. I'm going to try to scooch up onto the roof and then sort of lie flat. I'm not walking around skylining myself, but I'll kind of crawl
honestly,
around and take a position.
if you wanted to get on the roof and
I can
we're
use
at
that
some
wagon
point,
to step up.
well, there's a barrel and what do you call it, crate right next to where you are.
And it's a single story, right?
Yeah, this one's a single story.
Yeah, so I could just basically hop up there, pull myself up onto the roof, and I'm just going to be, for now, I'm just flat on the roof near the edge. What time of day is it?
You've been at it for a while, so it's starting to get it's late afternoon at this point.
Okay, that's fine. I have twilight vision. It sounds like the sun's still out anyway.
Yeah. And not only that, because of the fact that we're in the middle of Brewfest, Celine is pretty much full.
Okay, so I have plenty of loom, even if it gets dark. With Elven sight, I won't have any trouble seeing anything.
No.
All right.
Yeah,
Yep.
and the
he'll
humans
help
won't
Lena
because
up.
Celine's the smaller of the moons.
Yeah. Right.
All right.
So he'll reach down for Lena. I'm sure she doesn't need his help, but just so that we can get up there quickly, and then we'll kind of wait, and we're Overwatch for the rest of the party.
Okay. Well, Lena is. Do you have Lena come to you, or because Lena's all the way over here, finishing up the deer and prepping. I wasn't sure. I didn't realize she had moved anywhere.
Oh, I guess she could. Lena, you just come up when you're done with the deer, right?
Yeah, she'll finish with the deer and then just casually make her way over so that she's not waving a red flag.
Just as you're finishing the deer, you end up with company.
Ah. And so it begins. Well, she'll look up and see who is approaching her.
Along with the two in robes, or those in robes that you've all figured out obviously have armor underneath, there are three more that that very clearly have armor and weapons at their sides, not even bothering to hide them. Minya, you hear the one the priest ask one of them, one of the well-armed guys, whether or not are the two coming, and he said they'll be right behind us. In a few, they said they needed 2 minutes more, and they will join us. This merry band of men, all puns intended, makes its way over.
As they're approaching the elf, I will go off the porch and go to her side.
Okay. Zagan, what do you do?
I'll follow him over.
By the way, Calvin, as you walk off the as you walk off the porch, you hear the bartender, whose name is Moira, by the way. I realize I never gave her name and no one asked, and I'm like, I can't go through the entire thing without having told you that the bartender's name is Moira. That just feels wrong.
She's going inside.
So rude on my part.
Calvin is a human cleric of St. Cuthbert, Asher.
Yep.
They all walk up to you with very serious looks. Moira walks back into the bar and audibly shuts the door and then draws any shutters.
Does Lena get the impression that she summoned them, or is she just reacting the way?
The impression that you get based on what you were hearing her say to her customers is she knows that trouble is about to start, and she doesn't want them in the middle of it. She's trying to protect. She is trying to protect her people.
Okay. Okay.
There's about to be a showdown at the Almorian at the Almorian
Is
Plaza.
it noon?
I'm not sure it's an okay plaza. It's you know, it's a passable plaza. All right. And with that, we are going to take our one and only break because we are at the halfway point.
Okay.
Trouble's
Perfect.
a
I can get a
brewing.
drink.
So yeah, let's take 10 minutes, get a drink, and we will see you for the final stretch.
You
All
can
right.
just
See
be
everybody in a
like
few.
me and take your break in the middle while the team is still running. Sorry about that, but I was like, I gotta eat. I gotta have.
I know. I
Oh,
had
you're
a
all good.
similar
Listen,
thing.
I understand completely. Mics are live, so if you don't want to be heard, please mute yourselves.
That's okay. I'm not saying
Sounds
anything.
good. See everybody in a few.
Yep. For those still here, how are you guys doing? Have you played in other games at the con? You having fun?
Oh yeah, this is our 8th. the
Oh
weekend.
yeah, yeah. I had
And how many of those have been my sessions?
6. No,
Oh,
no, no.
wow.
No, it can be say
5.
it can be. You are in all 5 other than the long one.
wow, that's a lot. I thought I was going heavy. Let's see, I played Thursday evening Castles and Crusades that Lando the Archmage, right, Ross ran. You guys know him. Ran a level of Joe Block's, Joe Sodus, the master of old, as we call him. Joe Block's Castle with the Mad Archmage. And then I played Friday morning, a very fast pace. But we did the whole scenario. Fun 5e game, which is not my usual edition, but it was a lot of fun. With gosh, was that Dice and Pencil that ran? No, it wasn't Dice and Pencil that ran that. Sorry, DM, I'm getting you guys mixed up. But the Vilharian scenario, that was a lot of fun. And then also played the Sunken City. I think Dice and Pencil ran that with AD&D First Edition, Rob Kuntz adventure.
So funny thing about Joe Block is that I did finally get to meet him in Philadelphia at Page this past January.
Yeah.
Joe lives about 15 miles from me.
Yeah, he's not that far from you guys. You, Jay, and I think
Oh, no,
Troy
he's-
are all
no,
kind
J-
of driving
J-
distance, right?
Well, because Jersey, I mean, anything from one side of Jersey to the other is driving distance. But Jay and most of everybody else is in South Jersey, down by Philly. Joe and I are very, very, very much North Jersey. Joe probably lives maybe 8 or 9 miles from me.
Wow.
By the way the crow flies. The
You
problem
could
is
walk.
but no, because there is no straight way from here to there.
You'd have to
It's-
drive, right?
It is a
Long
long
walk.
Well, I mean, you have to get on highways because well, and also there's hills where we're in the
Right,
hilly
right.
part of Jersey.
But it's a few minutes drive, even with a highway and stuff, right? It wouldn't be.
It's getting onto the highway. I mean, for me, getting onto the highway is quick. Joe's route onto the highway. I mean, well, Joe's depending. I can't say what Joe's route onto the highway is because depending on where he lives, he could be. It could take him 2 minutes to get onto the highway. It could take him 25 minutes to get onto the highway.
Yeah, there's parts of Connecticut that are. It's like that driving. I'm from Oregon originally, so to me, I'm just thinking, people out here think 100 miles is far away, and it is because of the way the towns and the roads are laid out for some places. But in Oregon, 100 miles is nothing. You just once you get out of Portland, you just get on the highway and zoom.
They just fly. Yeah.
Yeah.
I've lived all over the country and I've observed the same thing. I mean, when I was still living in Maryland, a 2.5 hour drive was miserable because of the traffic. But
yeah, Maryland, Northern Virginia. I lived in
Yeah.
Alexandria. I know what you're talking about.
yeah, so
But-
I grew up in Waldorf over in Charles County.
Yeah.
So we're a hop, skip, and a jump from where you are now. And it sucked.
Yes.
But then I moved out to North Dakota and it was nothing to get in the car and drive 4 hours to Bismarck to go to a restaurant because there was
Yeah.
nothing in the town. where
It's
we-
just highway. You just get on it and drive.
Oh,
You know.
let's go.
Yeah. but I live in Connecticut now, but I don't drive anywhere very far away most of the time. I drive to teach classes and pick up groceries and go to mass on Sunday and take the kids to appointments, most of which are, not very far away. My traveling days are mostly over.
Yeah, I took a new job in January because I got tired of driving from Columbus to Dayton.
That's a
days
bit
a
of a
week.
drive.
Yeah, it's 70 miles. It took me over an hour and
Right, because again, stuff in between traffic.
Right.
Yeah, depends on where.
well, I put 66,000 miles on a brand new car in 2 years.
Right. For some
And
reason I thought you were
that
further
used to be
south.
me. Yeah, that kind of driving used to be me, but then I spent the last 15 years at least doing partial telecommuting, and then the last 5 years completely telecommuting. So
Mhm.
because beyond that, then I would also take long trips. My brother's been out in the Pittsburgh area, so that that was 400 miles one way, and I would do that. Back then I was doing that at least twice, if not 3 times a year.
Yeah.
I was seeing someone for years who was 35 miles in one direction. That was the one thing that kept my mileage keep going up, despite the fact that I wasn't that I was telecommuting most of the time. And now it's like crawl to a halt, and now it's like to the point where I'm looking at my car is like, all right, I'm creeping up on an oil change, but I'm at that point where my oil's been in my car for a lot longer than it's ever
Yeah.
been.
Do your
Well,
own, or do you take yours in to get it done?
I take mine. I'm not set up for that. I don't have time for that.
I know how to
Yeah.
do it, but it's a pain in the ass. I always pay somebody to do
Yeah,
it.
tires
I-
and stuff I do myself.
Yeah,
The
tires
oil
I'll do
change,
myself.
I take in.
and not only that, I'm in my early 50s. I'm a big guy. Getting up off the ground is damn near impossible. It's
Yeah,
like
getting
I-
down is easy.
Getting up is hard.
you know something with my knees getting down, unless I go down the hard way, getting down isn't easy either.
No. Yeah, now maybe just take it into the shop then. Where are the rest of you guys?
I'm
We're
in
in Houston.
I'm in Utica, New York, which is like 45 minutes from Syracuse, between like Syracuse and Albany.
Yeah, I know where it is.
Yep.
Yeah.
You
Yeah,
just
that's
gotta-
a nice part of the state. You got
Yeah, it
some
is
fun stuff to do
beautiful.
out there.
Well, normally the leaves are beautiful this time of year, but everything's just kind of dying because we've had a drought for the last 2 months, and
It's too
so
bad.
the foliage is kind of crappy this year.
It's pretty country out there, though.
It is. It's really nice.
This is where I'm from.
Vulcan?
Ah, Vulcan.
I'm actually from Riverside, Iowa. That's where I live
Oh.
now. So
Nice.
future
Cool.
birthplace of Captain Kirk.
Oh, okay.
Oh, right.
We both live in Houston.
Nice.
Oh, nice.
We've got most of the country covered.
Yeah, pretty much.
Or,
Yeah, I
and
did
this side of the Rockies, anyway.
I did a travel nurse assignment in Houston. So I was there for a couple of months and really liked that. And then I did another assignment in Council Bluffs, Iowa, and really liked that, especially because I could just cross the bridge and go into Omaha.
Yeah. And I'm sorry. You know what? I know your character's name. I don't remember your name. The Kyaria's player. Or wait, or is Kyaria the name?
That's one of my other character.
That's her other
Ah,
character. Yeah,
okay.
that's her other character in this campaign that we had.
Right.
I had two. So if you're wondering why I had, and it was made for this weekend because there are two well, you've noticed that there's like 3 different storylines going on.
Yes.
One of them is very Western Niron centric. Everything along the Eventide and in that marsh. The first adventure was right on the Duntide River. There was actually ship-to-ship action, which was kind of fun. Including one of the most probably ill-advised but hysterical uses of a catapult ever.
Did it involve flinging a halfling at someone?
No. It involved a dwarf, but the dwarf wasn't on the catapult. The dwarf decided to use the catapult. Dwarf decided to use the catapult to take out an enemy, a ballista on the aft deck of the other ship, which was really ill-advised because the fact that for a catapult, they were probably way too close, but I let him roll to see whether or not he was able to figure out how to get it, operate it just well enough to get it done. Sure enough, he rolled really, really well. It worked a little too well. It not only cleared out the ballista, it cleared out the leader of the group that they were trying, that they were going after.
Oh, they wanted him alive, didn't they?
Well, I don't know that they necessarily wanted him alive, but when you have somebody that you suspect is going to have the best treasure on them, and your shot knocks him clear off the boat. There you go. You wanted his loot.
The Hugin need loot too.
And it was funny because we got to the end, and I was figuring out what his loot was, because I keep forgetting to do the loot ahead of time. I'm terrible. That's one of the things that all these years later,
One of my failings as a GM too.
I'm still terrible about that. Figuring out the loot ahead of time. So I was starting to figure out what loot I wanted to have on him that would be party appropriate and level appropriate. And as I'm right in the middle of doing that, I was like, wait, there's no corpse. you knocked his body clear off the ship.
There is no loot.
Bookkeeping.
The ship is the loot.
Yeah, prize money. Oh.
Here's my letter of marque.
The biggest problem, the biggest problem with that was the fact that the ship that they were on, that they were fighting, originally was a merchant ship that had just enough armament to protect itself. However, what it couldn't protect itself from was a partial inside job, and the crew was massacred and tossed overboard. But unfortunately, the ship didn't belong to. The ship belonged to a merchant from the Duchy of Ernst, so they couldn't really claim the ship as their own. Somebody was going to want it back.
I don't know, I just paint a new name on the bow. Change sails. Maybe repaint a few little touches. No. I don't know what you're talking about. This is our.
This isn't the Carno. This is the Cristal.
Yeah.
Oh my goodness! I honestly don't know what I would do if the party decided to grab the boat. Well, first of all, there was a paladin. There was the matter of the paladin who would have had a hard time justifying keeping the boat. I let paladins turn what they don't see doesn't hurt them. Claiming a boat that is right, who we know who the rightful owners are, is a step too far.
Then you offer the paladin to go down after the body in a diving bell.
Well, that was the other thing. It was the matter of somebody either had water breathing or I think somebody had water. I think the paladin might have had a thing of water breathing or something. So the going to the bottom was not necessarily out of the thing question. They were discussing going back at some point and trying to find the said loot. I need to do. All right. In any case, we are back, and the ad break is finishing just now. Hey, this is awesome! Talk about timing. Oof. Things are getting a little hot in the what do you call it in this Tarva Moonblade. I'm not sure if I asked before. But you should have a whisper from me in Twitch with regards to your code for the Troll Lord Games I don't remember. I think it was Friday. I don't remember if it was Friday night or yesterday. The one that you won on my stream. I know that much.
Yeah, that's the wife.
Oh, okay. There we go. Exclamation point ticket, Asher. All right. So with that in mind, and I like this, we do have non-entries. We've had really good membership for that. something. The priest approaches you, surrounded by his band of not quite so merry men, and he's definitely not merry himself. What do you think you're doing? Haven't you people caused enough trouble for this town? Don't you see it's under our protection?
I don't recall suggesting that anyone could not protect this town, and I really fail to see how feeding people who are clearly hungry and have little to be joyful about, how providing them with a feast is such a problem, sir.
We take care of the town's needs. We do not
Oh.
need your help. No one asked for your help.
I see.
It doesn't seem like it.
It troubles you that someone would provide a feast during a festival, does it?
Oh, you heroes are all alike. You come, you go, you leave, you bring hope to people, and then not to be seen again. And they all sit and wait for their next band of heroes to save them, waiting
From
for
you. From you.
Not from me. Why would they need to be saving from me?
Well, it seems to me that you think that you're in charge here, and well, they have no money and they have no food and they have no joy and no festival. Is it really me that's the problem, or is it you?
They have their faith in Fultus, and that shall sustain them. We make sure
Oh.
that they have enough food to eat. Do any of them look starving to you?
No, but they don't seem to be particularly well. And far be it from me to challenge anyone's right to worship as they will. But as you can see, I am Olven and not human, and so my worship goes to Cianine Moonbow, and to Alana of the Forest, and to Coralon Larenthian. And my gods tell me that when I see people who have no joy, I should bring it to them.
And what happens when you leave?
Who said we're leaving?
Yeah, I was thinking about opening up a Temple of St. Cuthbert right here, actually.
Yeah, there you have it. It's quite a nice town, actually.
Cudgel some snakes out of town.
When upon saying that, first of all, before anything else, I know Valindo, you had climbed up here.
Yes.
Let me know if there was anywhere else you wanted to be. You could, I mean, granted, you might make sound while doing it, but you could jump from building to building if need be. Just so you're aware, they are close enough.
Okay, I have those elven boots, so they may actually help out, making me a little sneakier here. I'm basically still lying flat on the roof, near the edge, so I can observe what's going on, peek over. If somebody looks up, he may see my head, he may not, but I don't know if they're bothering to look up. I'm not standing up there to skyline myself.
Sure. No,
I'll
I
have
got
to
you.
stand if I start shooting. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
He is laying an arrow on the string, though, so that when he stands up, he'll be ready to go.
I got you.
I mean, Lena's weapons are certainly within reach, but she's not made any kind of physically aggressive move. She hasn't drawn a weapon. She's not taking an aggressive posture. She's just fighting with words.
Meanwhile, Zygon is the weapon. He need not carry any. He just is one. Actually, Calvin, what is your current physical disposition at this point?
Um, I'll be casual but ready to go. Again, my arm will be resting on my Morning Star,
Mm-hmm.
and I'll have my shield kind of at my side, ready to throw down if they throw down.
Okay. Minya, as what do you do after they've walked away? What do you decide to do?
While they're walking away, I'll sneak down and back around the way I came to get closer to my group. Sorry.
So you basically walk around the bottom.
From the back way behind the horses, back around the well towards
Okay.
everybody. I'm only 3 foot tall, so they shouldn't see me. I do it sneakily.
Yeah, I mean there comes a point where I mean do you want to like keep hidden for now, or do you want to just make
Yeah, I'm gonna
yourself?
keep it in for now.
All right, so I'll let you keep hidden from about there. All right. At your open challenge to them saying what do you call it, the who said we're going anywhere, and the
Yeah, that was Lena said
we-
that. Who said
we
we're
were-
going anywhere? It's a
we-
nice town. We might set up shop here.
uh
Hunting's good.
with that open challenge, you hear Valinda, you're the first one to hear it from around the corner. There are two walking, and one of them is armed to the teeth. He's wearing plate what do you call it, plate mail, making no what do you call it, nothing to hide it.
Right.
The symbol of Foltis also hanging from around his neck, and actually over his armor, for that matter. And there's another one who also looks to be a priest, but is wearing more high priest robes than any. They're much more ornate in nature. Not they're not outlandish in terms of like expense. It's not like they're gold spun. He's not looking to look like a the rich among the poor, but
He's managing
Definitely.
to pull it off anyway.
definitely robes of status. And you
Does he have
hear
any
him.
headgear?
He has actually he's got his head covered, but it's just like a little cap, little skull
Okay.
cap.
Okay.
And you hear him clapping. Ho 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 ho! Oh yes, this is what we like to see. We like to see energy and um. I'm looking for another word for chutzpah because using the word chutzpah seems a little weird, but
Gumption.
gumption. What have we here? A band of adventurers. Oh, that's so quaint. It's about time you all made your way over to these far reaches. What took you so long?
Well, obviously we were out adventuring.
Yes, it must be nice.
We're out helping the people.
Have you seen the state of these roads?
Well, yes, we've seen them. We've traveled them. We've come many miles, and we provide the assistance that this town needs, and we'll be providing more. But what we do not need is meddlers. I do believe my associate suggested that it is time for you to go. And
Unfortunately, we
So
just
many,
paid for
not
a
so
night's
many
rent.
words.
well, then let me say it. Get out of this town while you still can.
I'm going to use a word that I suspect you don't hear very often. No.
And that's when the fight starts.
I'm assuming we can hear everything from over where we are, kind of behind them.
Oh yeah, he's not being. I mean, he's not being quiet about. He's got that big burly one. I mean, he's not a. He's a rather tall man, but his voice projects even louder than the man that you would think would have a bigger voice. I love it. At which point, the big plate armored man at his side draws a rather nasty looking sword, and he says, "Super weird TTRPG. I'm on board with that. Thank you very much for the follow. Awesome." He says, "You heard the priest. It is time for all of you to go."
Well, the minute that somebody comes at her with a sword, and I'm not quite sure how this works in Castles and Crusades, but she's ready to spring out of the way and draw her own sword to defend herself.
Okay.
Because that's basically what she was waiting for.
Yep.
Draw him steel, buddy. Okay.
As in the background, Sir Aidan's watching this. As the guy pulls his sword out, he's going to lift his. He has a little horn that he keeps in almost like a lanyard around his neck. He's going to bring that up to his lips, ready to blow.
Okay. All right. So, Valindo, how this is going to work with group initiative is if, even if I win initiative, if the roll of the, what do you call it? If the roll of whoever is rolling plus your 4 it's going to have to beat mine.
Right. Otherwise, he'll
Yeah.
get his shot.
So if say I roll a 9 and somebody rolls a 7, you'd go first. Then my forces would go, and then the rest
then the
of
party.
the rest of the party. Now,
Right.
if I roll a 10, even if the party rolls a 6, you're not 10. I still what do you call it? Mine go first because
Right. And
I did
just
actually
go
roll.
first within the party at that point.
Yeah.
Yeah. Which makes sense because I want to be able to shoot before they get engaged in melee.
And that only works on the first.
Right. My first shot's going to be at the priest guy who's doing all the loudmouth guy in the fancy robes that's been doing all the talking.
All right. Yes.
And it looks like he's not very far away on this map. How many feet is that?
he's not far away at all. He's
he's real close for my longbow.
I think they would have to be like clear across the map for you, and this map is not very large, for you to be out of short range.
And I'm not going to try anything fancy. I'll do a straight shot to him, like at the start of the fight.
Okay.
I'm thinking he probably has more. I hope for his sake he has more than 8 or 9 hit points.
Everything, Tor, we've decided that everything is 450 feet. Entangle level 1.
Okay.
Yep.
All right, so let's do this. Sir Aidan, you are first up for rolling initiative. And remember, you roll initiative until you lose.
7.
Valindo, take your shot.
Okay, I'm going to roll.
Can I, before you go, would you mind if I did an action first?
I mean, it's up to the DM. I got an 8 plus 9. I have 17, but go ahead and
It's
do
all right.
whatever.
Yeah, I mean, it's not. It's one of those things where you need to. If you had discussed it before the initiative roll, I would have been okay with it. But otherwise,
Sure.
it kind
That's fair.
And
Yeah,
this
I'll
is,
lose the
and,
first shot if I think if I
and
don't
again, it's
take it.
also, this is the only round that he gets this bonus for. So,
Right. So he hops up, takes a shot, got a 17 to hit. I can't hear you, Rob.
Oh,
Sorry.
17 is, that's 17 total?
Yeah,
17 is
17
not,
total.
17's not going to do it. It kind of like bounces off of
No,
him.
we get hero points though, right? So if I use the standards have to be declared before. The specials
Yes.
only do a 19 or a 20 switch.
Well,
Is
here's
that
the
all?
thing. I will let you, yeah, because, well, it doesn't have to be a 19 or necessarily a 1920 thing. If I tell you, if you fail by one, I will give you the option of using a special hero point to change it to a success.
Right, but I'm not in that range right now.
No, you're not.
Okay.
You realize that he may be wearing some serious armor himself.
Okay.
Um,
Now I'm visible standing on the roof. I've just taken a shot. So did it chink off his armor or did it just land near him?
It gave him a glancing blow off his armor, but not a very glancing blow. Just enough for him to become aware of your presence, other than the arrow landing, whistling past.
Okay. Mark off an
Um,
arrow.
all right. So, well, Sir Aiden, since you wanted to do something immediate, go ahead. The only reason I wonder if you want to go immediately is because you do have a cleric in case the cleric wanted to cast a spell.
Yeah, I want to bless the group in front of me.
That's kind of where I was going with this.
Yep.
I am glad that you were picking up what I was putting down.
That +1 may make a difference, as I've learned in Pathfinder games.
Yeah.
All right. Okay. In that case, and I'm going to, I'm not entirely sure what the range is, but for the sake of this, we're just going to call it everybody gets the +1. I'm not.
Nice. Yep, so +1 to hit, +1 against fear, saves against fear.
Saves against fear. Okay. Sir Aiden.
So he was ready to blow his horn, and he's going to do so.
Mhm.
And that's going to classify as him using Inspire.
All right.
Yes.
And let the party know what Inspire does for them.
So what that will do is for the next 4 round, for this round and the next 3 afterwards, so 4 rounds total, you have a +2 to hit.
+3 total to hit for 4
Yeah,
rounds.
with the bless is +3.
Because my charisma is only +2.
Nice.
It's funny. I know that there are people who look at the knight class and they get frustrated that the knight's own bonuses don't apply to them. But I kind of like the knight as the leader on the battlefield, inspiring everybody else. It's like, how did you make the knight correctly and fail at the bard? I don't understand.
Right.
Oh,
I
man.
blame Davis.
Just the fascinate mechanic is it's not just the fact that it's fascinate, that everything builds upon it, and it's like supposed to get better. It's like, and then you have to do fascinate and then turn it into what? Come on. It just feels uninspired. All right, I'm going to be reworking that into more of a second edition style bard and figure something out. I need changes to it. All right. In that case, let's go with Lena, because you've been ready for this from like the
She's
moment
been waiting for it.
from the moment he got mouthy.
Yeah, she knew it was coming. Fine, you want to pick a fight? I'll let you pick a fight. All right. Well, in spite of the fact that he's drawn a sword, he hasn't actually hit her yet.
No.
So what I'd like to do is I'm trying to find what her move is. I'm not seeing it
You're an
30,
elf,
I
so
found
it should be 30. So you can probably move 15 feet backwards and take a
Yeah,
shot.
that's kind of what I was thinking, that I would move 15 feet backwards. And I guess, trying to think, I guess her bow is probably her most ready weapon.
Mhm.
Uh, but she's not going to actually take a shot. You can tell me if the rules will cover this. I don't want her to actually shoot until he starts to move towards her with the sword.
Oh, I mean, this guy, you're talking about the big guy, or you're talking any of the ones in front? Because
The big guy.
the big guy is I would take the shot because he's definitely going to be advancing.
Okay.
You don't, I mean,
All
it's
right,
hard to
now
say that
I'll
he's
I'll
directly
just,
at
yeah.
you, but
All right, let me not overcomplicate it then. I will simply take the shot. All right, so this actually is going to be kind of cool with that +3, because that's going to, with my bonuses with the bow, it's going to be a lot. So that's going to be 11. Got a +11 to whatever I roll a hit.
That's why I wanted to get it off early.
Yeah, and that was smart because that gives me a 21.
that is going to hit.
All right, well, it's just a D6, so I don't know how much it's actually going to do, because none of those bonuses add anything to the damage, I don't think. 4.
All right, 4 points of damage. I mean, he's still an arrow. What do we call it? And the arrow basically grazes his arm, and you see he actually ends up having to turn his arm from the force of it. The glower he gives you is death warmed over.
You started this. Are you sure you want to finish it?
All right.
In other words, she's making it out like just grazing his arm was a shot across the bow warning.
Right. Yeah, no, he's I think he's up for finishing it.
Okay.
Just my suspicion. Calvin. Oh, that Calvin, you cast a spell. That's right. Zygon, you got a target-rich environment over here.
Oh yeah, there's plenty of them. As I'm moving up towards the old grumpy pants that was in the tavern, I'm gonna
Uh-huh.
scoop up some of the bloody sand and then punch him in the face with that hand.
Oh, okay.
Pocket sand.
$23 to hit
That's gonna hit.
for 4 points.
All right. Yeah, hit your fist, because of the 24. You are able to actually hit him in the jaw. And you see his head rock to the side. He spits some blood as the blow goes. Makes his head move to the side. Gives a little bit of spray to the guy behind him. He winces and looks at you. Oh, you'll get yours. All right. Minya, what would you like to do?
I'm over there, so
Yeah, you're over there. The biggest issue you have right now is there is no good place for you to like sneak and stab. Do you have a ranged weapon?
yes, short bow.
I might recommend you use of the short bow. I'm just normally I'm not one to give too many suggestions unless people are really stuck. But I kind of want to impress upon the danger of getting up close and personal with them.
That's it. 8 to hit.
What'd
The
you
one
do?
that you Hope that's gonna hit.
Good. We've got 3 there.
Huh?
She rolled an 8.
She
Think
rolled
it's
an
gonna
8.
hit.
She rolled a physical 8 or.
I rolled a 4.
Oh, okay. No, you're not going to hit it.
She had the +3.
Oh,
No.
you know something? So wait, hold on a second. She rolled a 4. Your dex bonus is +2 or +3?
2.
So that's 6. Your bonus to hit is probably another +2.
Yeah. And then the 3 from the blessed inspire.
And then 8, 11. You know something? That's going to be enough to hit one of these guys. And I'll give it to you. Give me damage.
Five.
All right. Let me see how many hit points that guy had. That guy did not have many hit points. One of theirs goes down. However, they are now very aware of where you are. With that, one of the more armored types, and he's got a broadsword in his hand, comes up and swings at Calvin. AC 16 is not going to hit, correct?
Nope.
Didn't think so. One of them comes up and swings with a longsword at Zygon. And that sat on its side. Yeah, a 9's not going to hit. This is a normal day. And one of them starts making his way down towards Minya, but does not get to attack this round. One more of these guys gets to attack Zygon. Just the misses. The priest. Takes his hammer and swings at you. Apparently, the blow to his head affected his aim because he swings wildly over you and just barely misses hitting his own person in the side. And the rest of them are moving around to try to surround Calvin, while another one heads down towards you. You note that the rather grim-looking guy is just kind of walking. He's taking his very, very sweet time. He doesn't seem to care that how long this takes. With the other one walking at his side, though this one stops, and I need to check really quickly on something. Oh yes, I knew. I remember what I was looking for now. I need Lena. I need you to make me a wisdom saving throw. So if you've, it's a wisdom attribute check. If you have any bonuses to your saving throws, for wisdom, what do we call it? Go for it.
Okay. I mean, she's got, I'm not quite sure what you're hitting at. So, Well, there's an 18.
Oh, that's gonna and wisdom's prime for you, right?
Correct.
That's gonna be close. Hold
I'm
on a
trying to
second.
yeah, I'm trying to figure out if this is, if this is like a,
It's I don't think that there's nothing that this is going to be very specific against.
okay.
It's more just if it said against for wisdom saving throws or bonus. Oh ho ho. Oh man. Even with it being prime, this was going to be a hard saving throw, and you made it exactly.
Nice.
Oh, okay. What am I saving against?
He was trying to do hold person on you.
Okay, which guy was it? Was it the big guy in the back?
Yes. Yes. By the way, the fact that you rolled an 18 and we're doing 10 instead of 12 to 18, we're doing 10 15 for attribute checks. That tells you that he is a level 8 caster. So
Okay.
the priest has some stuff we call it. He's got game. That's for sure. Yes, you very, very much did choose the right target.
Okay. Well, she looks back at him and says, well, you can't make a convincing argument, so you try to use magic to hold my tongue. Tisk, tisk.
Magic. How is it an elf understands so little of the world? This isn't magic. This is the divine power of Foltus.
So you say.
Fine fair of fool, because
And with that, we are rolling. I think we're rolling initiative again, because that's all of theirs that get to go. Oh, blinding light. All right. So, Sir Aiden, I believe you won initiative last round, so you go again.
probably not this time. I only got a 4.
Have you seen my die rolls? I have.
Yeah,
Oh
that's how
no, not this time. You're right this time. I'm definitely going first. I rolled a 10.
yeah.
I expected this would be your good roll for the round.
So I'd like you to know that you probably manifested that yourself by suggesting that you were going to lose, because there's otherwise, yeah. All right. Looking around, you note the grim looking guy at his side, the super armored and geared one is looking around. Alex, would you believe I now have 5 regular hero points, which I will be using soon. Though I will be kind, I will not use it on those that seriously need it or seriously don't need it. And he looks back and he sees the what do you call it, the archer up top, and from the area where the horn came from. He doesn't quite see you yet, Sir Aiden, but he knows there was a horn, and he's seems to be well versed enough to know an inspiring call when he hears it. And he turns to the priest and he says, "I'm off to find a worthier challenge." Party, you all have another regular hero point. You all have a bunch of them now at this point, I think. I think you all at least probably have 5, if not 6.
Oh,
Because you started with 2, and people have been giving them to you.
I didn't realize that.
I highly suggest using them.
Okay.
And Valindo, you start seeing him wandering in your direction.
Okay.
He gets to there, stops, turns to Sir Aiden, and smiles. There is zero warmth in that smile. Regular guy on Calvin. Yeah, 17 is not going to hit. Bigger guy on Calvin. That, yeah, of course. I could have used that on the other one. That would have been helpful. The priest just reaches out to touch you, Zygon. Zygon, what is your dexterity bonus?
+2.
All right. All I needed was a 12. That's all I needed. I rolled a 5. This is why I can't have nice things. Oh, man. More people attacking Zygon. Misses, because a 10 on a die is not going to be enough. And AC 16 hit you?
No. No,
It's 17, isn't it?
Yeah.
Thought so. Yeah. Right. Okay. This one comes down and swings a morning star at Minya. Oh, and I'm pretty sure that's gonna hit. AC 19.
Okay.
That is 3 points of damage. And there's another one on his way down, but he does not get to attack you this round. All right, the priest already failed with hold person, right? That was okay. This one starts wandering his way around because he wants to be the one to take down the mouthy elf. Silly man. All right, and that's all of them. Let's work our way outwards. Let's start with the archers.
Okay.
Valinda.
I will burn a regular hero point. You said we had 5 at this point, right? So
Yes.
now I'm down to 4. Is that at +1? Is that how it works?
+1, yes.
Oh, right. So then I have a total of +13 for the shot. Now watch me roll terrible. Or watch me roll a 14 +13 for
That's good.
27.
Oh,
And I'm
you still
shooting at
shooting
the
the
same.
priest?
Yeah, still the priest.
Okay.
Does that hit it? All right.
Yeah.
Okay. Oh, I didn't have a die 8 out. Hold on. Let me grab my die 8. So, and it's die 8 +1, just for damage. 8 points total.
All right.
Mark off an arrow. 2 arrows used. Okay.
All right. He there's an audible grunt of pain on that one. That one hurt. All right. Lena.
Okay. Can I use hero points for damage?
No. Only
Okay,
attack rolls and attribute rolls.
Okay. And does that improve my chances of a crit, or do I have to roll a natural 19 or 20?
You need to roll natural. Now,
Okay.
I don't think. Well, a longbow is never going to be keen. Just for any of you, if any of you have a keen weapon, I don't remember if I gave any of you a keen weapon. A keen weapon will crit on a natural 19. Which means if you roll a natural 18, you can change that to a natural 19 if you have a special, and also crit.
Yeah, there's nothing on my sheet that says that it's a keen weapon, so.
Okay.
right.
Who are you shooting?
much as I'd like to shoot the priest again, I got this one guy. I'm assuming that I'm the one all the way to
You are this
the
one.
left. Sorry, I didn't see
It's all right.
that one. Okay, that's what I thought. So the guy that's just to the northwest, is he headed towards her?
Oh yeah, he's headed towards her. Yes,
All
absolutely.
right, so I'm going to move back 15 feet and shoot him. Okay, so then, see, roll to 17 plus 8 is 25 plus 3 is 28.
Yeah, I think you might have shot him and his offspring, his unborn offspring. What the hell?
Yeah, well,
by the way, I love how it's not an MMO RPG, but we've got Lena kiting her opponents.
Hmm.
yeah. Well, unfortunately for Lena, she only rolled a 2 for damage.
Well, let's see. There's always a chance. Because these are not these are almost like these are just standard humans.
They're the
which I believe-
mooks.
These are mooks. They're well equipped mooks, but they're mooks. And the mook, I just rolled for his hit points and I rolled a 2.
Nice.
Oh, well, okay.
You did kill his ancestors.
So
Um,
so the arrow goes right through his throat.
I mean, to be honest with you, when you roll a 20 something, 26 or whatever is attack, I'm not going to feel bad at all for the fact that 2 points of damage killed him, because that seems worthy of it.
It really does, yeah.
Hey, Stronghold, that sounds cool. We like raids here. Oh my goodness, Calvin.
All right. I'm gonna position myself as best I can to be back to back with the monk, and I am going to draw my Morning Star and shout, "Order is strength, and I am its hammer." And I'll spend 2 of the regular hero points to make sure I hopefully hit on this, and I'm gonna strike the bigger of the 2 guys by me. I got a dirty 20.
Dirty 20. Well, yeah, that dirty 20 hits. Thank you, Stronghold D&D, for the raid. Really appreciate it. We are playing some Castles and Crusades. We are heading into the final hour. There is a group of not Hyronian.
No.
It's been
Close.
Hyronian for all. There's been so much Hyronius this weekend that I've kind of lost my mind. A Fulton priest or two, and they seem to have taken over a town, put the town under their protection. I mean, horror of horrors, Brewfest seems to have been canceled, and just providing food for the town seems to have been enough to cause a fight. And with that, how much damage did you do to him, Calvin?
8 damage.
8 damage?
Yep.
All right. Yeah, you slam what do you call it? You slam your Morning Star into him. He grunts with pain. You hear beneath the armor the sound of audible sound of bones cracking, if not breaking. You think you're pretty sure you broke a couple of ribs, or at least fractured them. There is flecks of blood in his spittle as you bring your hammer. What do you call it? As your hammer arm comes back, or Morningstar arm comes back. Zygon.
All right, I'm going to use a 2-weapon. I'm going to punch him twice. So that's a -3, -6. But I have the +3, so that's a normal and a -3.
And you got hero
I'll
points.
I'll use
yeah.
3 hero points. to
3
make
hero points.
the
There we
minus-
go.
I'll use 3 hero points to make the -3 normal.
Okay.
It's going to be a 20 and an 18 to hit.
On the priest.
Yes.
Oh, Wow. Right cross, left jab, right cross to the face.
So
Concussion.
Double pimp slap.
Concussion.
7 and 7. I hit him with
14.
Lucy and Goosey.
Ooh, 14 plus the 4 before. Oh, he really, really does not like you. Oh,
Well
he's
done, Dragon. It's an
he-
improvement.
he staggers, the blows visibly shaken, and the rage in his eyes would be a little more serious to take if he didn't look like he was about to teeter. Minya, you're in a little bit of trouble over here.
Disengage me. Get with my party.
Which one of the two are you attacking? Are you still attacking the well armored one, or are you going to try to take out the other one first?
Try to take out the less armored one first. Maybe I'll have the chance.
Okay.
And can I shoot it with my shortboard, or do I have to switch weapons?
I'm sorry. Say that again.
I'll have to switch to my other weapon.
Yeah,
before
I'm. You switch quickly. As a matter of fact, I mean, you probably switched as soon as you saw them walking over.
Yes, I would have.
Yeah.
You have +3.
Huh?
You have +3.
17 to hit.
13,
17.
17. Against the lesser guy, that's going to be enough.
Seven damage.
Unless this guy is like the healthiest of the healthy, and he is not, you quickly dispatch him.
Like,
All right. Sir Aiden, what are you doing?
Sir Aiden is running, or whatever it is to get more movement.
I'm sorry, say that again?
He is going to be running
Running where?
south.
Okay.
So when I run, I can go up to 240 feet.
Are you going to make this guy chase you?
I am going to head all the way down and start coming around to support the halfling.
Oh my goodness.
Because I'm assuming the big armored guy is going to have trouble getting the elf on the roof. He's come after me, but I'm just going to run away from him and go, I'm going to get that person first. Because that looks more, that helps my party more.
That is hysterical. I'm picturing the look on the guy's face as he's looking at the knight who just decides
Kind of
to
gets
take off.
has his spear ready and is like, but then just rides past him and just kind of watches him as he goes past.
Nah. I'm gonna go someplace else and make you chase me.
Bye.
Oh man. He's why he just on a swivel and he just like slowly turns as he watches you run past. It's like,
So I wouldn't actually get all the way into contact because I want to be up to charge next turn.
oh,
But I would stop like around where that bench is, giving myself like 10 feet.
well, but charging you need to have.
I'm not
like,
charging, I'm running.
right. No, but what I'm saying for a charge, you need to be at least be able to move your full movement.
Okay, well then I will go to a point where I can charge them next turn.
Okay, I need to look to see where you You're not gonna show as on the map on this, but I will put you down here, ready to charge next round.
Sounds good. Appreciate it.
No problem. All right. I won initiative this round, so you all just went, which means we are back at initiative, I think. Lena, roll D10 for us.
D10?
Yep.
Oops, find my D10 there. 4. Do I add anything to that?
Nope. Castle Keeper rolled a 1.
Ooh.
So, Valindo, I gotta ask, you've got this rather grim, super armed man who, just a moment ago, seemed like he was ready to take on Sir Aiden. Sir Aiden had very clearly had other ideas.
Right. I'm still going to shoot it. He's not actually up on the roof with me yet, though.
No, he's not.
So I'm figuring it's going to take him at least a round to get up here. And I can shoot and move, right? Do a half move and shoot.
Yes.
So what I'll do is I'll do a half move away from him where I've still got line of sight to the priest. And then I'm going to shoot the priest again. I am burning a hero point.
All right.
To get a +1 on this. So that should leave me with 3 left. And that makes it a plus. It was a 13, so now it's a +14, right? Because we're still within X number of rounds. Oh, I rolled a 15 this time, so 29, another hit. And 7 points damage total.
Oh,
I'll mark off another arrow.
By the way, Savage Splendor, in terms of dropping that kind of nuke on you, this is the part of the only issue I have. The only downfall of doing con games that are actual, canon parts of the campaign is having fun and just dropping a Tarask in the middle of the party for shits and giggles doesn't really work. It's not like when we used to do one shots, and I do one shots for charity events that meant nothing, or virtual Greyhawk Con that meant nothing. Where if I got enough crowd support, I would just toss a dragon in there. All right. The priest, Linda, you see the priest stops advancing on you. He's got other issues to deal with right now. Oh man. But as a matter of fact, he at the here we go. At the sign of the arrow hitting, he turns his back on you to look up at Valindo. And it's your go.
Lindo's turn, right?
It's Lena's turn. Your turn.
Oh, okay.
Valindo just shot him again in the back.
Okay. All right. Sorry, I had a brain fart.
Sorry.
Do they have called shots in this game?
They don't. I don't do called shots for one reason, because if you can do called shots, so can I.
Yeah.
That's true.
And you do not want me doing called shots.
Oh, it's like
all right.
crazy
Well,
they bring the monsters.
Let's see here. I'm going to shoot this other guy that's Minya down by the well, right?
Yes.
I'm going to shoot that guy that's down by Minya, and
Okay.
I'll use a special if I have to, if I miss.
Yeah, I was going to just a warning. I mean, your chances of hitting are good, but if you miss shooting into combat, there is a chance that you could hit Minya.
Right.
Must remember that that's the direction Sir Aiden is in, getting ready to charge that character this round.
Okay. Well, just rolled a 29.
Yeah, I think you hit.
So let's see how I do for damage this time around. 4.
All right. These guys are a little more sturdy. They're not falling over at the sight of an arrow. Oh man.
Well, maybe he'll turn towards me and then Minya can take care of him.
Sir Aiden, you did. It was this round that you did your whole charge around the room, right?
That was last round. I haven't moved yet this
That
round.
was last. Oh my goodness. Well,
That was
first
the
of all,
last to go last round.
first of all, before you do that, Minya gets her attack.
My turn.
Hmm?
My turn.
Your
Yes.
turn. Yes.
44 to hit.
24 to hit.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yep. No, you hit him.
Three damage.
3 damage.
Very good.
It's funny that you should mention hitting. I haven't had many. I've had cases of friendly fire, but I've had friendly fire from we were doing a game of GaryCon where I actually had parts of a family. Like I think 3 of my 6 players were family members, and it was a guy and his daughter and son were playing. It was an older guy. I mean, they're all adults, so there are many really bad jokes going on. But the son kept failing his attack and accidentally fumbling on his attack and accidentally hitting his sister's character, and the father talking with his characters like, would you pay attention to what you're hitting and hit the correct thing? And of course, the father's next attack, he fumbled and hit his daughter's character as well. We nearly lost the party laughing at that point because no one could believe that it had just happened.
I had that happen once, and it killed my character as the one getting hit.
I've been very lucky with it. So
Oh, nice. All right. Sir Aiden, you've got a charge to do.
Charge! Got my lance ready.
I'm picturing this beaver not so much running as jumping like kind of across
I go up and down a fair bit in the movement. It's not smooth at all.
Oh, badger.
that's
I'm
gonna be-
sorry. Sorry, badger. Yeah, you're right. Oversized badger.
20 to hit.
And that's not a nat 20 though, right?
No,
Okay.
dirty.
That 20 hits. Yeah, that's gonna hit.
That is going to be 14 points of damage.
What'd you hit him with?
Light lance.
The
I
lance.
do triple damage on the charge.
Okay.
nice.
Yeah. That Man,
Is he skewered?
you've just hit the guy. You just stabbed the guy, and you're it's not even real loud, but it's like thump 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 thump. You turn as a lance just goes right past your nose into the guy, and just basically drags him across the side of the what do you call it? The side of the pool before he's dead. Oh man. All right. Calvin, I think you're up.
All right. Is the priest the one that's between me and the dwarf just above us, or is that just a goon?
This is the priest.
Okay. I'm gonna swing over at him then, since I didn't realize he was right between all the goons. And I'm going to spend one of the hero points, the regular hero points I have.
Okay.
So that's an 18, so like a 26. They hit him.
Yep.
And 9 damage.
With the beating that he's already taken from Zygon, yeah, that does him in. He staggers, and in order to avoid the make sure that you hit him, your swing is almost overhand. It crunches him on the side of his uncovered head, and the pasty looking skin on his skull, where the hair had all long since receded, cracks in. Pieces of blood, what do you call it? Pieces of brain matter and skull fragments and stuff go splattering back as he falls backwards.
Right. And I say, "No mercy for liars" by Cuthbert's hand. And that's it.
All right. Zygon.
All right. So the two to the right of me.
Yeah,
I'm gonna,
you've got one of those low level guys, and one of the beefier guys right next.
All right. So I'm gonna hit the one the less beefy with my with Lucy, and the other one with Goosey. I'm gonna do the same thing. I'll use 3 of the regulars on the second hit. So it's a 23 and a 17.
23 and 7. Wait, which of the? I'm sorry, which of the two were you attacking again?
So there's 2 to the right of me.
Yes.
The one just to the, I guess the north
Yeah.
was the 23. The one just to the south was the 17.
Well, that was a good choice because that hit both of them.
The first one took 9 points,
All right.
and another 9 for the second one.
Nice.
Okay. This one is definitely dead.
Yeah. The Castles and Crusades dice
Yeah.
do very well.
I've got a set of those. I can't say they've been working quite as well for me. Oof.
Yeah, I was blowing so many rolls as the GM in the game I ran Thursday night. It was unreal.
All right, so it's their turn. I'm going to use this guy. I'm going to use 3 of my hero points to try to hit Calvin. I rolled a 2.
St.
You know,
Cuthbert blessed
do
me, not you.
Do you know what's right next to the 2 on the
Yep.
what do you call it, on the TLG die? The 20. Or
Is
the
it a
battle
20
axe.
or a skull? Okay.
It's a battle axe for the 20. Which,
Yep. St. Cuthbert was looking out for me this day.
Does it only have to be the person who you're rolling against who can use a special?
I'm sorry, I'm not quite following.
Like, because if you roll a 2, that's only 1 away from a nat 1 to use a special hero point.
Yes, you could use a special hero point. That character is not worth using a special hero point on.
I just wanted to make sure that I was understanding it correctly.
Yes.
Sorry.
You absolutely could.
Okay. Just in case it happens with somebody else.
I've got 2 specials left. I'll use one for the well armored guy on what do you call it? One, not 2 specials, 2 regular hero points left. I'll use one on the well armored guy against Calvin. You know, this would be this would be a lot more hysterical if this time I actually rolled a nat 20, so I didn't need the regular.
Oh,
That's how it goes.
That is 8 points of damage.
8. Okay.
And then I'm going to use my last regular hero point on the one on Zygon. And I rolled a 1. That is a 1, right? Yes, that is a 1. The 1 is very, very bold. it's very stand up 1 just to make sure there leaves no doubt. His Morning Star goes flying out of his hand, leaving him at Zygon, pretty much at Zygon's mercy. The priest is looking up at Valindo because he is not happy about being repeatedly shot in the back.
Yeah.
gonna be even unhappier in a couple of minutes.
Let's hope he doesn't flame strike the tavern or something. Yeah.
Oh, wait. It would help if
He
I
says,
was
giving the GM
searching for
ideas.
that in the right place.
I've got specials. And I've got a couple of
Um,
ravens left, so.
Nope, that's not. It's not a ranged touch attack. It's a touch attack, so that's obviously out. He does what he should have done probably in the first place, and a glowing morning star appears at your side as you cast spiritual weapon
Yeah.
and takes a whack at you. Rolled a 19 on the die and don't have anything to change
That's a
that.
hit.
Yeah, he's gonna hit you with that.
Okay.
I think spiritual weapon has a set amount of damage though. I don't think it depends on depending on weapon. Yeah, 1d8. Okay.
Okay.
7 points of damage.
Noted. Okay.
Meanwhile, this guy starts running.
Mr. No Worthy Opponents, or is that
Well, I mean, his one person that he thought was a worthy opponent decided to go around the bend, as it were. So he decides to do the same. Valindo, as he's going, you hear him whistle, and you hear the sounds of a horse heading to meet him.
Okay.
now who's the coward?
Mm-hmm. At which point the priest says, "Where are you going?" There is no answer. All right. That's everybody. Initiative.
All
Who
right. Well, I
rolls?
won last time, so
Yeah.
6.
Castle Keeper rolls an 8.
All right.
I wouldn't go looking for the other guy because as the eagle put it, he's already gone. Valindo, you hear the sound of him like catch and jump onto the horse, and the horse riding for hell or high water.
Okay.
That's fine. I'm a ranger. I'm patient. I can track him down later.
The priest his spiritual hammer takes a shot at you again. rolled a 19
Right.
again.
Okay. Damage.
8 points of damage.
Ouch. I'm hurting, but I'm still up. That's okay. I got something for him.
This is like the second. This is the second. No, 2 out of 3 streams where I did barely any damage until literally like the last couple of rounds, and then suddenly I'm hitting everybody.
I'm gonna do some Errol Flynn stuff here in a bit. So
And
watch me roll terribly when I try it. But
And the funny thing is, the only reason I got around that in this morning stream is because I hit them with a fireball straight up.
ooh, nice. I have fond memories of dropping ice storms on parties in constrained spaces.
Oh, ice storm's a vicious spell.
yeah.
That's a bitch.
That
They're
is a
like, he
vicious
won't do it again. He only had it once. Did it twice.
But let's see, what else does he do? Because he's
Right, because he still gets another action.
Yeah.
That's just a directed.
Yep.
Yeah.
Was that
Yeah.
from the loudmouth cleric that kind of gets strode out with the big armored guy who did that?
Yeah. He
Yeah.
cast spiritual weapon and he's having an attack. My guy, I'm at about half hit points, a little under.
And you hear him, Sir Aiden. You hear, not Sir Aiden, Calvin. Even from where you are, you can hear him casting, and you recognize the sounds of Shield of Faith being cast.
Okay.
He knows that he needs a little more AC, just a little more protection.
Yes, he does.
All right. Low level nothing on Calvin. 14 is not going to do anything. Higher level guy. AC 17 is not going to hit, correct?
Nope.
Great. I didn't think it would. And then on Zygon, a 7. All right. Valindo.
Okay, so I'm going to try to outdistance this spiritual weapon. What I want to do is, you said the buildings I can move from one to the other. Can I like run, make a dex check, just basically get out of the spell area of effect? I'm faster than it is.
You can. I mean, yeah.
Like a withdraw action, basically.
Hold on a second. Let me see. Let me see what you would need to do to. I don't think I'm trying to remember how in the CNC how far it can go.
Right. I'm not attacking. I basically just want to keep moving. You said I could move over rooftops. If I have to do it for a couple of rounds, that's fine. I just want to move to where it can't target me anymore, or he'll have to try to move it. I don't even know if he can move it, but neither does my character. He's just trying to get away from it, basically, so it doesn't beat him up anymore.
You know what I love? I'm actually going to need to see. This might be one of the few things that this might be one of the things that they actually fixed in Reforged.
Oh, right, because they did that changeover from OGL to, yeah.
Well, and they also updated some of the text. Now, unfortunately, some spells changed in ways that they shouldn't have changed because they can't seem to leave some things alone. But this is one of those ones where there is something missing, and in this case, very specifically, the weapon can move, but it doesn't say how far the weapon can move.
Right. Is it an area of effect or a range?
Well, I mean, there's a range to how far the caster can initially place it, but
right.
But I know,
how
like,
fast does it move within that range? Like if it's pursuing you.
Well, I mean, it's not just how fast; it's how far. I mean, how far?
Right. How far?
Yeah. So.
Well, don't hold up play on my account. I'll run and get a drink. You maybe resolve the other guys and then just come back to me.
Well, I'd still need to look at this while they're doing their thing.
It's
so.
a spiritual warrior in the new.
Yeah. I
yeah. Sorry, guys. I didn't mean to hold things up with an action.
Oh, that's all right.
Yeah. It's just, it makes sense for him to boogie on out.
It does. Why would you sit there and let that continue?
Yeah, when I'm down to
damage?
11 hit points out of 26.
Yeah.
Right? Yeah, no, I need to scoot. And I have a very high dex. I'm nimble and I'm unencumbered. So let's, move from rooftop to rooftop, get away from this thing.
And of course, of all the things that they updated, that is not one of them.
Okay.
I'm gonna guess it's anywhere within that 50-foot range of the spellcast.
That makes sense. If I just move out of range of the spellcaster, then I should be good. And I
Well,
want to get where he can't see me. I'm like moving over to the other side of the building and, getting out of the way. So if he can't see me, he can't hit me. That's my thought.
Something, I'll allow that. So basically, you jump over to here, and then
Yeah.
just kind of lay flat, or lay flat far enough over here, so you won't be able to see.
Yeah. I'll take a couple of rounds of movement as needed to basically move around and get up like onto another building. So I'm just not doing anything for a couple rounds while they're fighting, and I'm moving out of sight to get away from this hammer.
I mean, in one round, you could get to the other side with, if you're just pure movement, you can get to the other side, and I mean that's not that far at all.
In that case, just so you know, my actions for the round after that'll be to drink my healing potion. I'm gonna run and get some coffee or check on the kids, and I'll be back. Okay, guys, don't die without me. I'll be back to shoot for you in just a little bit. Couple rounds. Fingers crossed.
Lena.
Alrighty. So what I want Lena to do is to move over to this building just to the north of her, use her scale to get to the rooftop, and ideally take a shot at the priest.
Do me a favor. Give me a dex check.
Okay. Let's see, that's gonna be 17.
And here's where you're going to be really happy. 17 on the die, or 17 with your modifiers?
17 with my modifiers.
Okay. This is where you're going to be really happy that I changed strength to dexterity for the ranger's prime attribute.
Mm-hmm.
You basically, we're going to go with a little super heroic because we have a half an hour left.
Right.
Where you take like 2 steps, you leap onto the little what do you call it, outcropping over here of wood, and then onto the roof in 1 bound.
Awesome.
Go take a shot.
All right. So I'm gonna put 2 hero points onto hitting the priest.
Mm-hmm.
So because we're on round 4, right?
Yep.
Okay. So I got to use it before that inspire wears off. Fuck. I'm sorry. I know this is a family friendly channel. I've just rolled an out one.
I have it set. I have it listed for mature audiences. So
The special hero point, can you use that or no?
you can use it to change it to turn to a not fumble.
Oh,
so.
okay.
I think that might actually be worth it to not fumble. So I will do that.
Okay. All right. Calvin.
Right. To pull thing, actually, the little guy's probably gonna charge. I will take a swing at the bigger of the 2 guys in front of me. And this is my last +3. So 19, 25 to hit.
25 hits.
Yep. And 8 points of damage.
Yeah, that finishes him off.
Okay. And I will move closer to the priest that casts a spiritual weapon.
All right. This guy's gonna get a shot at you as you go by.
Yep.
Not with a nat 1, he isn't. All right. Zygon.
I'm gonna go ahead and give him a need of the head. $14 to hit.
14 is not going to be enough to hit.
15 be enough.
No. These
Okay.
this guy's well armored. Sir Aiden.
Am I
You-
able to charge the guy who did spiritual weapon?
In the interest of the fact that you would need to charge anything that you would be attacking, I'm going to go with the fact that you were planning on charging because I didn't think you were going to just like saunter up.
Yes.
No,
No, I'm
normally
just
we
making sure I could.
Yeah, normally it would be a declare before initiative, but I think at this point it's kind of understood that wherever you're going to pretty much need to charge.
Yeah. All right. Nat 20.
Awesome.
Right. He rides down. It's hard to describe the look on this man's face as he watches a gnome in armor with a lance riding a badger and realizing that he's about to die in ways that the stories are never going to look like. The look of surprise, shock, horror, and embarrassment all kind of flashing at the same time as his life suddenly ends to Sir Aiden's lance.
19 damage right in the codpiece.
Yeah.
I can't reach that high.
And he dies castrated. Bolts were greeted with, "Are you serious?" And the thing was, he thought he was serious. Apparently not serious enough. And he dies a eunuch as well. At which point, the two guys that are left just drop their arms and just we give. They've been abandoned.
Rob, as the villagers begin to slowly come out of their buildings to see the aftermath of this battle, Lena will say to them, "And thus you can see that those who are blinded by the light stumble as deeply as those surrounded by the dark."
Blinded by the light.
I heard blinded by the light. I was like, how is she going to work in wrapped up like a deuce?
That's how we prepare
Hey,
them for
I mean-
after they died. We kind of wrap them up and go. They're wrapped up like a deuce.
Alex, for what it's worth, there is a runner. Well, it's not yet night, but there will be a runner in the night because one of them is running and running and running and running. Riding hard to get out. Interesting things happen when you take the. Well, first of all, they all come out and what do you call? Let's see. Let me get her token because. She deserves to be out here for that. She's like staring
Badger
at the
needs a
lot of
unicorn
you.
horn helmet. The badger needs a unicorn horn helmet.
Yep.
Oh my goodness. She runs out and she's like, "Wait, they're done? They're all done? They're dead?"
Well, dead or fled. Your village is your own again, Moira.
There are, we call it, there are tears in her eyes, and she runs around and not really caring whether you are a willing participant or not, but gives each of you a big hug and a kiss. Jeez.
Just as she tries to do it to Sir Aiden, he's not trying to stop her, but Sweetums decides that it's time for a drink and kind of wanders over to the fountain and starts drinking.
Oh, I figured Sweetums was going to get into the barrel of mead.
I thought Sweetums was going to interrupt and get the kiss instead, but okay.
Yeah, that's what I thought too.
I was like, okay.
It's like
Uh,
as Sweetums goes the opposite direction.
Oh my goodness. As you go and you look further into the corpse of the two priests, and eventually they show you where the priests have been, where they've been using as their headquarters and makeshift temple. The intrigue falls further. These are not standard priests of Fultus. They are members of the Valorous League of Blindness.
Ah, okay. So Fulton fanatics.
Fulton fanatics. Not only Fulton fanatics, but Fulton fanatics who are often bankrolled by forces outside of Nyrond.
So with that said, I'll have Mina search around to see if there's a secret stash of treasure that could be given to the townsfolk to help them.
Yeah, I have a feeling that the reason they don't have any money is that they've had their arms twisted during services to be generous.
So once they're all gone, you get a better picture of what's happened. The town really was like on a brink. There was no money. There was almost no food. The Fultons had the league had plenty of supplies and stuff to give, but again, they were doling out just enough to keep the townsfolk without ever telling them that there was more available immediately. They made it seem like, more would slowly come in, and they were able to bring supplies in elsewhere when they had supplies for the town ready and available, including coin to spend.
Did we find evidence of that?
Oh yeah,
Like a ledger or some supplies in their place?
As you're doing the searching, what do you call it? Actually, Valindo and Lena, you notice a secret door. Minya opens, is able to pick the lock and open it, and you find where they basically had a basement dug out where they were keeping their various treasures.
He'll seize any ledger. He's actually really smart. He's got a 16 intelligence. He'll seize any ledgers or evidence like that to bring back to the Queen of Nyrond or her agents for this.
All right. Yeah. No,
Seems
that's
pretty obvious
Aiden
that
would help with that with his high intelligence as well.
Yeah.
Bounce ideas off each other. What do you think's relevant?
Yeah, exactly.
that is awesome. Love it.
And because Calvin is I don't know how long he's gotten the thing, but he'll offer to stay behind and help the town and make sure they get their supplies and teach the teachings of St. Cuthbert, the superior god.
yes.
Lindo will also remind them that, and he gives Lena most of the credit for it, but hey, there's a deer for you guys to eat too.
Yeah.
There's a hide if there's
Oh
a
no,
tan or a
they
deer.
they are these all the retinants that they had regarding the deer. Oh no, they're all ready for some really fresh meat and such.
We just killed a whole bunch of clergy. Party time.
Sorry for the murder in your town, but
Hey, listen, nothing like a good blood brawl to get the bloody brawl to get the juices flowing or the hunger flowing.
That being
Well-
said, Valindo probably doesn't feel great that they just killed a bunch of humans who don't appear to be like bandits or actually worshiping the evil god, even if they were super jerks. So he'll certainly, drink a little wine over their graves and make sure that they get a proper burial.
So here's the thing: they weren't evil per se. They were lawful neutral though.
Yeah, they weren't good. They obviously weren't good guys, or they wouldn't
Yeah.
have objected us to feeding people in the town and like being
Right.
friendly.
They were
Yeah.
clearly subversives and
No, I didn't think they were like awful good types, but he still
Yeah.
feels sad that they
borderline
weren't like
treasonous.
they weren't like evil, monsters or cruel bandits. He feels a little ambivalent about killing them, but he didn't have a lot of choice.
Oh no, they're not borderline treason. Well, it would be treasonous if they were from Nyrond. These guys are not.
Right.
These guys are not Nyrondese.
Right. So
Hmm.
yeah, he'll collect evidence and he'll also thank all of his friends and say, "I'm sorry that I had to pop out there during the fight, but I was getting hammered pretty hard."
Yeah.
No, it's all right.
And Calvin says that it has no remorse for killing the priests or the followers of Foltus. He also heals Valindo for 8 hit points.
By the way, Calvin, your suggestion that they might want to the suggestion that they might want to change their worship to Saint Cuthbert probably would have gone a little over better if your countenance wasn't so dour when you first entered the tavern.
Look, I decided to play him like a cop.
I know.
I like it.
Listen. I got it. I'm not saying it's just so you know, in case you're wondering how well they take to that suggestion. They're kind of like, sure, okay,
I'm gonna offer a 5,000 gold piece signing bonus to everybody, and I'm going to have them rough boot everybody in this town that gets out of line.
Yeah.
Replacing the one overbearing god with another overbearing god.
Why can't that god be me?
Yeah.
Oh my goodness. All right. So in terms of treasure, because there is treasure.
Yeah.
Well, actually, first of all, in terms of experience points, this is gonna be 2,500 experience points for each of you.
Oh, nice. That really brings me up there. That helps a lot. Okay.
Should make me level,
Nice.
I think.
It doesn't make me level, but it puts me significantly closer to it.
Yeah, Zygon and Menu might be getting close because this is their third, despite how much XP it starts to take. This is their third adventure with these characters this weekend, I think.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm about halfway up to the next level at this point. Then yeah.
Actually, Zygon and Menu, you're because of the Saturday game kind of being very exclusive in terms of which characters were able to be in it. You're the only 3 who were able basically to follow a storyline from beginning to end on the one side of the area. So it's 2,500 experience points. Oh, that's right. The one guy ran away. Right. The cleric never got around to using it, but he had a potion of cure serious wounds.
Okay. Did I drink my cure light? By the way, I said I was going to, but I don't know if the fight ended before or whatever.
You did, yeah. I'm gonna have you drink your cure light.
Yeah, that makes sense. Okay, so then I'm at full. I'll cross that one off. Okay. Sorry, go on. I didn't mean to interrupt.
That's all right.
Just want to keep bookkeeping.
The lesser priest had a ring of protection +2.
Okay.
Hold on. The high priest had he never got a chance to actually use it because he was busy spellcasting, as he was expecting his buddy to be doing the heavy work instead of posturing the entire damn time.
Right.
And the funny thing is, it actually kind of worked in your favor where you chose to fight because it boxed him in a bit. And
yeah,
really was not expecting Sir Aidan to do what he did because that caused all kinds of problems.
Good planning and teamwork.
I would say it
Yeah.
worked nicely.
The roof
Um,
move worked out well. It's a good idea.
let's see. Oh, where was I? Oh, you know what I can do? I can actually close Albert Rodeo finally. One less thing I have to look at. Uh, on him, because of the fact that he really can't cast the spell, he also had a scroll of cure serious wounds on him. It's a clerical scroll,
That
so
should go to our
Calvin.
cleric, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Did I mention the Morningstar Plus 2?
No, you
Yeah.
didn't. Could
That
that
was
go
that
to
I mentioned a weapon and I never got around to telling you what the weapon was.
Right.
who can use that? The monk, the cleric?
Yeah. The cleric currently uses a Morningstar +1, so
Can the monk use it, or does he even use weapons like that?
I don't
If
think
somebody
the
else can use it,
monks.
that's fine.
Yeah.
I don't
The
know
only
that I
thing,
can use it.
it'd be great if I could get a potion, guys, since I used mine up. But if somebody else wants the healing potion, take it. Not greedy.
I didn't use
Go ahead.
my potions, so I'm good.
Yep.
Okay,
Go
so
ahead.
that's a cure serious potion.
Yep.
Yeah, I'll just take that. That's cool.
And who wants that ring of protection +1?
That should go to somebody else. Does maybe the halfling thief?
It's a protection +2.
Oh,
Yeah,
is it
it's
two?
Yeah,
It's under
or
protection
the
plus 2.
halfling
Yeah.
thief or the monk, I would think, right? One of those two, because you're probably neither of you are wearing much armor, I would guess.
Yeah. No, I agree.
Yeah,
The-
I think that can go to Minya.
I
Yeah,
don't
do-
have one.
Oh, you already have one.
Yeah.
So maybe the monk, because he can
I
use
think
it,
I have
right?
one too. Let me see.
Check to see what the
Yeah,
if
I have
yours-
one also.
is yours
You
+2 or +1?
I have a +1, but you should take it.
You can double fist and then like put little brands on them.
Oh yeah, can you wear two?
No, unfortunately, I don't think you
Yeah.
can stack
Yeah, I
them.
don't think they stack.
They'll stack with other protection items, but not with themselves.
Not with themselves.
So
Well-
Lena has a ring of animal friendship, but
You
You
can-
should
not a
take
ring
the
of
other ring
protection.
then, Lena.
Yeah, you
Yep.
can wear a second ring.
Yeah,
You can
Two
have
hands,
two
two
active rings
rings.
at any time.
because it works with armor and everything, right? Just like in AD&D.
Yep.
Yeah,
So she get another couple points of AC out of
Yeah,
that. That'd be way cool
yeah.
for you.
The difference is in CNC, it's only armor class. It does not affect saving
Right,
throws.
saving throws. Yeah.
Yep. No, I was wrong. Calvin has a Morningstar +2, so anybody else that wants that other one can have it.
Would it?
I mean, Sir Aiden, you could use it.
Sir Aiden could use it when he's dismounted.
Yeah, that would be cool. Give you some extra punch.
I will go with that then.
Perfect.
Okay.
And do they have any loose change on them, DM? Can we reimburse
Yeah, we'll
ourselves for the
we'll
drinks
rifle
and
through their
stuff?
pockets for loose change.
Yeah, pull their boots off before we
I will go. And I'll make it easy. And between a lot of them, we're going to go with 120 gold.
Okay, so we could just divide that evenly.
That kind of the idea.
Yep.
Yep.
20 each.
Yep.
Plus, you also get 50 gold for the mission.
Oh, okay.
Aiden would, before we split the gold, Sir Aiden would say, "This town has kind of suffered. Why don't we
Oh.
take 10 each and we leave the rest for the town?"
That
You know
sounds
what?
like
I am fine with doing that.
Yep.
I am too. That's a great idea.
All right.
So that means we take 10 off our total.
Yep.
Give
Yeah.
yourselves another 100 experience points each. That seems
All right.
Okay. Yeah, we are heroes, you know. Like
Right.
it's nice
Well,
to
and
get
the ranger-
paid, but we're not fighting for loot.
Right.
Valindo really doesn't care much about money. He's a mercenary who doesn't actually. He does it because he likes the work, but he wants to be He wants to be working for somebody good and doing good
Oh.
stuff.
The other thing is the high priest is wearing a full chain suit +2,
Oh wow.
which
That
is
should-
which all in all is +8 armor.
that's pretty much going to need to go to Calvin, right? Isn't he the only guy of the size?
I don't
Yeah.
know I don't know what Calvin's armor is.
I just have a full chain suit plus
Oh.
0. Like
So you
Okay.
should swatch it. Yeah, switch
Full
it
chain suit
out.
plus 2. That's
All right.
add 2 to your AC.
Cool.
Nice.
All right, now I'm super tanky.
Yeah.
Nice.
Excellent.
Tanky, tanky.
And with that, we are drawing to close. So, as Zygon and Binion, they both know. You are all. I mean, Valindo, you too. You're all part of the campaign now. I'm going to be trying to get more games with more of the people who have been playing.
Right.
Sir Aiden plays in Friday Night Crusades with me, so I know he's.
Nice.
I know he's up for more playing, which is a different campaign, set one just over the other side of the Nat Marsh, and just north of the Bright Desert in the county of Ernst.
Cool.
But yeah, I mean, what do you call it? Calvin, what do you call it? Amy, John, you are more than welcome back for future games. I will, I'm going to try to put stuff together and get maybe some different groups together, maybe more of the same group. We'll see how things go.
Yeah,
but-
I'm just reach out and let me know. I had a blast. Thank you.
Yeah, it was
Really
good meeting
enjoyed
everybody
this.
and going on a nice adventure with you guys.
Yeah.
Oh, actually,
nice.
that's great. I'm glad to hear that Jay is live because I need to go in search of food like almost immediately after this.
Yeah, go eat some food.
But
Yeah.
first, we do have a giveaway.
Yes.
Exclamation point ticket to enter. My players, if you have not entered, you are eligible to enter.
My buddy.
Are we now considered members of the company, the Sun and Shield?
Yes, you are. Yeah, because I don't think anyone here is specifically a member of any other order.
My character is
character's
not from
not.
the information you gave me.
Yeah,
Okay.
neither is mine from what you gave
Yeah,
me.
there was another adventure where I explicitly made sure that there were members, but for those on this side of the map, there's only one of the adventures that took place on this side of Nyrond that I had them, and that's because it was in relation to the Church of Hieronius. So,
Yeah.
or Hieronius, however you want to say. All right, so I am going to close the giveaway. And drawing our first winner, Pat Draws. Congratulations.
Rats.
I think that's your second win this weekend. Well, for me anyway. And Trishy Wishy. Congratulations. All right, and let me close that out. And going to a stream ending. Thank you to my players so much for such a fun time.
Thank you for castle keeping.
Yeah, thanks for running it. I appreciate it. This has been a lot of fun.
My
Definitely.
pleasure.
Yes,
And
thank you
we're
again.
hang out. We're getting ready to raid into Lord Gazumba. Everyone, I do have a raid emote of my own. So if you want to check, actually, yes, let me show the raid emote in case you didn't see it. There's my Phantom raid emote. If you want to copy and paste that for use as we- as we raid into Lord Gazumba, and my Castle Keeper watch for this weekend has ended.
Get some nice rest in.
It's
gonna
been a
be-
long
yeah.
weekend.
Yeah, I did take tomorrow off, so there is that. We are raiding into Lord Gazumba in 3, 2, 1. See you all on the flip side.